A cold weather state quarterfinal game between Mustang and Broken Arrow. Tonight's matchup is nothing new. The same thing happened last year when they braved an ice storm. The only Class 6A quarterfinal game not postponed. Broken Arrow won 43-20 then, but who will win tonight?
In your hometown and in your neighborhood, Cox Channel, showcasing your favorite teams all season long.
Welcome to Broken Arrow's Memorial Stadium for the Ford game of the week. The first week of the high school football playoffs. We have a good one. The Tigers hosting Mustang in Class 6A Division I. I'm Fox 23 Sports Director Nathan Thompson. I'll be your play-by-play voice. Our analyst Mike Ziegenhorn. And Mike, all season long, the east side has dominated the west side, but we have a good one tonight.
Yeah, we do. Probably the best chance for a west side team to beat an east side team. First round of the playoffs. We're already in the quarterfinals because of what they made, the changes this last year in Class 6A. You take a look at the bracket in 6A Division I and Mustang at Broken Arrow. They're trying to be the team that gets on to the semifinals and maybe disrupt the Big Four on this side of the state.
And if they're going to do it, they're going to need some big performances from some of their key players. So the player to watch for Mustang.
Chandler Garrett, their quarterback. He's the guy that does it all for them, 6'5". He is a gym rat or a field rat, as they like to say. He's also an underrated runner. They don't run the ball with him that much, but when he gets out in the open field, watch out.
And for BA, we want to spotlight a defensive player, Gage Kaiser. It's a defensive end, a junior. This guy has the entire package, has the physical skill set, also the mental skill set. He's a leader, calls a lot of defensive plays, and 16 sacks for him this season. He's going to be key in this one.
He will. Chandler's going to have to watch out for him quite a bit tonight.
It's nice that we pick a quarterback and a defensive end on the other side of the ball. So we're expecting a good one here on the first night of the high school football playoffs, the first Friday night of the playoffs here in Class 6A Division I. Make sure to stick around as the Ford Game of the Week kicks off next.
We know Oklahomans best, and we offer them the best of both worlds. The Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, a great combination of power and fuel economy. The best truck money can buy. Speaking of money, right now you can save a ton with 0% for 60 months or total savings up to $8,500. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. With the power vested in me by the Spirit of God,
perfect pass, 65 yards it goes.
I'm Chris Smith, and I'm an adult student. I went to college right out of high school and decided that I wanted something more. I would highly recommend Tulsa Tech to anyone. Real hands-on experience. Like, that's something that I've never had in a college environment. I've been offered a job that pays double any job I've ever been offered before, and I'm going straight out of tech school into it. Tulsa Tech helps me make my own path.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Mustang at Broken Arrow, minutes away from kickoff, but first we're going to send it down to Casey Bowles for the keys of the game.
Hey guys, I got to talk to two very eager coaches before the game and talking about three keys to the game, and starting with the visiting team, Mustang Broncos. Coach Dombeck talked about how it was important to stay out of the third and long, to have a sound kicking game, and be good on the first down defensively wise. Over to the home team, Broken Arrow Tigers. Coach Alexander talked about tackle number 22, Chase Brown, how important it is to not only tackle him, but get him down after that first touch. Second, pressure on the quarterback, pressure on Chandler Garrett, and lastly, control that line of scrimmage. Mustang's got a lot of tricks up their sleeve. They want to be able to control that line.
All right, thank you for that, Casey. Should be a good one here tonight, as I said, minutes away from kicking off.
It is football weather, Nathan.
It is football.
I mean, big time, November type football weather. It is cold. And you remember a year ago, you talked about it in the open, what happened when these two teams met over in Mustang. It was an ice storm.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups on offense for the Broncos first. They're going to get the ball. Take a look at the offensive line then. Tight end Bryce Roberts, David Parker, Jacoby Long, Miles McFadden, the wide receivers. Chase Brown has over 2,000 yards rushing, 2156 with 1267 with 15 touchdowns. Let's go to the Broken Arrow defense now. Gage Kaiser, we spotlighted him before the game. Levi Vandeventer, Taylor Steins, Eric Clark, Israel Tristan. A lot of tackles from the linebacker position. Carter Key, Cody Harris, Markel Moses, Brady Jones, Jacob Frischting, and Devin Johnson.
Yeah, when the season started, Broken Arrow only returned 4 starters on that defensive unit, Nathan, and they had to replace all their linebackers. So it was an interesting start for them to see how they meshed together. And, you know, they lost the first game of the year. We were out here week number 1. Seems like 2 weeks ago when they lost the opener to Owasso, but the defense has definitely grown up and led by the guy you talked about in the open, Gage Kaiser. I mean, he is a coach. Even as a junior, he is a coach out on the field for this football team.
As you mentioned, it is colder, around freezing here at kickoff. It's going to dip into the 20s as the game goes along. I talked with the Fox 23 meteorologist to get that information before kickoff.
Right.
Now, I also talked to Ken Ellett before the game, the athletic director here at Broken Arrow. No heaters. They talked about getting some heaters on the sideline for the team, but when it came down to it, they thought, hey, it's not too bad. It's not windy. There's no ice like last year when these two teams played, so it's football weather.
Yeah, I think the players that are standing on the sidelines are going to want those heaters. They may be knocking on Coach Ellett, the AD's door on Monday saying, hey, next time we do this, we want heaters out here.
It's pretty nice up here in the press box, though, right?
Oh, yeah, not bad. They've got some of the windows open. Ours are closed, thankfully.
We're wise, that's
Yes.
why. Should be a good one. All 4 of these 6A Division I quarterfinal games tonight are on the east side in the Tulsa area. This one, kind of think will be the most highly contested. Mustang, really some good performances against the east side this year. Almost beat Union, almost beat Owasso.
Yeah, week 8, week 9, they came up here and lost to Owasso. Actually led them by 14 in the 4th quarter, and the Rams rallied back to win, much like they've done all year. And then the next week, they hosted Union, and they lost that football game. They led Union 24-10 going into the 4th quarter. Couldn't hold on to win. Redskins rallied and beat them. So you look at the officials, a group from the west side, a group we've seen during a couple of our games this year. Very veteran crew out there led by referee Jeremy Goodrich. So hopefully we won't hear a lot from Jeremy tonight. That means it'll be a clean game and won't be a lot of yellow flags.
And they tell us they like to go quick.
Yes,
So
that's
I'm sure
good.
Football fans will like to hear that. So Broken Arrow actually won the toss in this one, but the Tigers deferred, so they'll get it to start off in the second half. Mustang gets the start in this one. David Parker back there to receive, the only guy back deep for the Broncos. Only seconds away from kickoff here, Zig. The first week of the high school football playoffs, and here we go. Parker with the catch, returning it up the middle. Brought down just short of the 20-yard line, although he's still pushing the ball there. Not giving up.
Yeah, a little scrum. You know, when these two teams met a year ago, Mustang outgained Broken Arrow by nearly 200 yards of offense, but BA had a kick return and an interception return for a touchdown that made the difference and gave them a lot of momentum in that football game.
Yeah, you generally like your odds when you outgain your opponent like that, but
Yeah.
the Broncos came up short. Matter of fact, the only times these two teams have played each other were in the state quarterfinals. They've split the first 2. First offensive play. Wide open receiver for a first down. That's David Parker, the man that returned the kickoff. And you highlighted him before the game, Chandler Garrett, the quarterback for Mustang, with a good toss right there.
Yeah, Garrett throws for pretty good average. 6'5", Nathan. He stands tall in the pocket, and you can see there a good arm as he's getting hit. And Broken Arrow's secondary definitely will be tested tonight. They're going to have to get a lot of pressure on Garrett.
Snap is off, handoff to that man, Chase Brown, we talked about, straight up the middle.
Chase Brown.
Gain with a couple yards there.
Right side of the defense making the stop.
For being second down.
Gain of 3 brings up the 2nd and 7.
And they'll spread you out, Mustang. Well, they're going to go with 4 wide receivers here in this set.
Snap is off, back to pass. Oh, in and out of the hands. It looked like it was going to be a completion to Bobby Brown.
Brown had just a quick little dig right, you might want to call it, just going down and turning around after about 5 yards. And, you know, he'd have been close to a first down and set him up in a 3rd and short. Instead, now it's 3rd and long.
So 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Garrett takes the snap, runs to his right, looking downfield, just dumps it off to his favorite target, Parker there. Comes down short of the first down.
It's going to be real close depending on where they spot it, and they're giving him the first down. Yeah.
Nice effort by Parker there to get to the sticks. Big 3rd down play. So 1st down and 10, second first down for Mustang in this game on their first drive of the ball game.
Well, good move by Garrett just to roll out of the pocket, get away from the pressure, and then be able to find the receiver, Parker, open out in the flat area and pick up a first down.
Garrett keeps himself, fake the handoff, and showing off his running ability out to midfield.
Yeah, he can run the football. They don't run him a lot, Nathan, but when he does, look out. He is an underrated as a running quarterback for this Mustang Bronco team.
So Garrett again in the shotgun, joining the backfield by Chase Brown, the prolific running back. Brown gets the handoff, finds a hole, gets a first down. Mustang moving the ball well here on their first possession of the ball game, mixing in the run and the pass.
Yeah, another first down for the Broncos. You know, they had that 3rd and long and picked up the first, and here they go. They're moving the chains and keeping the clock moving on this drive.
So the Broncos in BA territory here early in the game. First round of the high school football playoffs, quarterfinals in Class 6A. Brown gets the handoff again, pops it outside, but brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice tackle that time. I think Cody Harris is the one who came up. Harris is a safety, kind of moved up in the linebacker spot and then kept sliding up as Brown tried to get around him. And David Alexander said, hey, we've got to tackle Brown on first contact. He's a kid who likes to bounce off defenders and keep moving.
Nobody in the backfield with Garrett. He rolls to his right, had trip wide receivers on that side, keeping it himself though, and loses a couple of yards. Devin Johnson with the tackle for a loss.
Garrett tried to roll outside, maybe like that last play, hoping a receiver would break open, and nobody was open downfield, and he decided to take it himself.
It's a big 3rd down here for the Mustangs. The Broncos' first possession of the ball game, 3rd and 12. Ball at the 47-yard line of Broken Arrow. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, going to go out on a route. Garrett back to pass. Facing the pressure, avoids it for a second. Throws it over the middle, had an open receiver. I think he was actually throwing over Chase Brown, who was wide open, and targeting Jacoby Long there, but incomplete pass.
Long, another big kid, 6'5", and one of the top basketball players in the state as well, Nathan. And you know, Garrett under a lot of pressure that time. Just, I think he was trying to get it downfield to have somebody complete the pass to.
So Mustang lined up to punt it away. Broken Arrow looking for its first possession of the ball game. Devin Cruz thought he was just going to let it bounce around and then jumps on it right there. So when we come back in the 4th game of the week, Broken Arrow will have the ball. The Tigers' first possession of the game in the playoffs.
Just announced 0% financing for 72 months on most 2014 Ford vehicles at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, get 0 for 72 on most Ford vehicles. 0 for 72 on Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. 0 for 72 on Focus, Edge, Fiesta, and more. Hurry in for this great limited time offer at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. And with the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State, Pistols firing.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Broken Arrow with the ball now. Take a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers. Jamal Shaw, big running back there. Brendan Franklin, Josh Holliday, Samuel Akim, Trent Cantrell, Rowdy Frederick, Andy Smith, Matt Collins, Ryan Howe, and Nicholas Jackson at right tackle. And it's Gilmore who keeps it himself. Fake the handoff to Shaw. Nice gain, gets out past the 20-yard line.
He's going to have enough for a first down. And how about that out of a Broken Arrow team that's run first? You look at Shaw.
Take a look at the starting lineup for the Broncos on defense. DeAndre Thomas, Jordan Humphreys, Braden Conley, Cutter Smith, Caden Truelove. A lot of tackles for Truelove. Cole Daniel, Zach Davis, Carter Reeves, Darian Richards, Emilio Daughtry, and Keontae Miles.
Keep your eye on number 45, Cole Daniel.
Quick pass and quick completion, but nowhere to go on that. Not even actually, maybe got to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard there by Josh Holliday. And don't forget, we're going to try to give you some scores from across the state in the playoffs here on the first round of the high school football playoffs. So make sure, hey, you can interact with us on Twitter. Just tweet along to Cox HS Hub. That's at Cox HS Hub, and interact with us. Give us some scores. Follow us too, and we'll pass them along. On the ground again for Broken Arrow. This time it's Jamal Shaw with the short carry.
A big hole there for Shaw, and then after about 4 yards, got his legs cut out from underneath him. Nice tackle. It's a 3rd and long now for Broken Arrow.
Yeah, about 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
Real important here for him to pick up a first down, Nathan. You don't want to have to send your defense right back out there after they spent the first 4.5 minutes out on the field.
4 wide receivers, no one in the backfield, along with Austin Gilmore. Got a flag before the snap. False start is the call.
Looked like this left side of the line moved a little bit too early for the Tigers.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense, 5 yards, remains 3rd down.
So you go from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11, makes things a lot tougher for the Tigers. Ball back at the 20-yard line. 6:47 to go in the first quarter here. Still scoreless at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. Gilmore again by himself. 4 wide receivers in this lineup. Gilmore back to pass, looking to his left. Has an open receiver. Holliday with the first down.
Josh Holliday got in the middle of that zone defense of the secondary in between the safety and the corner, and just sat down where he needed to, Nathan, and he was wide open, made the catch, and got the first.
And we're going to replay on that big first down completion. Nice pass by Gilmore to the wide open Holliday. Think about the live action now. Jamal Shaw is hit down at the 35. That's a loss of a yard. That was actually Warren Leak with the carry.
Cutter Smith, number 37, one of the first defenders in there to slow him down and trip him up for Mustang. They're definitely keying on those BA running backs.
So it's 2nd down and 11 now. Shaw back in the lineup. Gets the handoff straight up the middle, avoids that first tackle, gets it out to the 40-yard line. A spin move by Jamal Shaw.
Yeah, it was. If he'd held his balance a little bit more, he might have picked up 5 or 6 more yards. Take a look at him taking the handoff from Gilmore and right behind the center, and then spins away. Grabbed his shoestrings to slow him down.
It's another 3rd down for Broken Arrow. Ball at the 40-yard line. They have to get out to the 46-yard line. Fake the handoff. Gilmore back to pass, rolling to his right, looking downfield, feeling the pressure. Finally just had a receiver there. Looked like he was kind of throwing it away, though.
Yeah, he had to throw it away. Both his receivers on that side on the bootleg were covered up, and he did everything he could to get away from the defensive pressure.
So 4th down for the Tigers. Ball on their own 40-yard line. Miles McFadden back to return it for the Broncos. He's lined up about the 25-yard line.
And Gilmore stays in. He punts for Broken Arrow. So, Nathan, at some point, you might see him with a fake.
Nice low line driver, gets somewhat of a Broken Arrow bounce inside the 30-yard line. Let's go down to Casey Bowles on the sideline.
Hey guys, a great first stop by the Mustang Broncos. You know, coming in, Broken Arrow Tigers averaged 42 points, scored at least 42 points against Oklahoma City area teams. And knowing that, Coach Dombeck knew that his defensive line is undersized, but they were hoping that that Rocky mentality and their speed would hold up for that. And so far, the first drive, they've done a good job.
All right, thank you, Casey. So now it's the Broncos' turn on offense. Mustang's second possession of the ball game here in the Class 6A quarterfinals. Garrett back to pass, feeling some pressure, brought down at the 25-yard line. Big sack by the Tigers.
Yep, number 91, Gage Kaiser in there. Part of the reason he was sacked. Kaiser, one of the top sack masters in the state, with 16 coming into this game. Casey mentioned, and she brought up a great point, I mean, what Broken Arrow did against the other 6 teams in the division, other than Jinx, they scored 42 points or more in each of those games.
So Mustang hands it off on second down and 13, gets close to the original line of scrimmage.
Talking with David Alexander, he said he was happy to be back home because the last 2 weeks they played on the road in Edmond. One game against Santa Fe and the other one against Edmond Memorial.
So third down for Mustang, third down and 10, 4 wide receivers for the Broncos. Garrett going deep, man, well covered, that one's incomplete. So we're gonna have another punt in this one. So make the third possession of the ball game and the third punt. Defensive battle so far here on round 1 of the high school football playoffs. Take a look at David Alexander there in his first season as head coach for Broken Arrow. Took over for Steve Spavital, who retired for health reasons.
Yeah, saw Spav before the game. He looked good, didn't he?
He did look good. Punt is off and short, high and short. Dangerous bounce there that bounced near a couple of Broken Arrow players. Takes a nice Mustang bounce inside the 35-yard line of BA. So we're scoreless here in the Ford game of the week. We'll see if that changes when we come back.
We know Oklahomans best, and we offer them the best of both worlds. The Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, a great combination of power and fuel economy. The best truck money can buy. Speaking of money, right now you can save a ton with 0% for 60 months or total savings up to $8,500. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
When conditions are right and everything is in place, amazing things can happen. That resonates with us at MidFirst Bank. It's our responsibility to make sure everything is working in harmony. Because when all the elements come together the way they're intended, you'll see fruitful results. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back to the Ford game of the week. Scoreless here. Zig, we've had 3 possessions so far and 3 punts. So Broken Arrow will try to change that right here. Tigers' second possession of the ball game. Run up the middle.
Interesting to see what type of adjustments both teams make after one offensive series to change some things up.
Warren Leak with the carry there, but after one carry, one play, he's replaced by Jamal Shaw.
Leak had nearly 800 yards rushing on the year. Shaw comes in better than 1,300.
This time Shaw gets it, the 1-2 punch, trying to pop it outside and fighting some tacklers there. Got an extra couple yards. Gonna bring up third and short. 3rd and 2 to be precise. Jamal Shaw with 1,304 yards rushing, 15 TDs going into this one. Some tough running by Shaw right here, Zig.
Yeah, 6 foot, 190 pounder, and watch him just runs into one of the defenders and just pushes him backwards. And, you know, I think his goal in the offseason, maybe put on another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle and get a little bit bigger and make it even tougher for defenses to knock him down.
We saw Caden Trulove from Mustang there doing a good job of holding on to that leg. helping bring down Jamal Shaw.
One of the linebackers for Mustang, Braden Conley, had to jog off the field and looked like he was having a little bit of a shoe problem.
Gilmore keeps it on the zone read this time, doesn't get anywhere. So on 3rd and 2, Broken Arrow comes up short. Take a look at some of the scores here. Union having no problem at Union Tuttle Stadium against Edmond Memorial, up 35-7. That's in the second quarter. Opening kickoff was returned for a touchdown. Jinx winning over Southmore 13-0 in the second quarter. So Class 6A Division I, it's the home team so far, doing quite well. Punt is off, low line driver. High bounce and a good Broken Arrow bounce there. It's going to take it inside the 15-yard line. So BA doing a good job with field position in this one, as we're still scoreless with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Both teams defensively have come out and flexed their muscles quite a bit.
A lot of times you say cold weather. We don't have any rain or wind really though, but cold weather is usually good for the defense.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget to make sure to interact with us on Twitter at Cox HS Hub. Trying to get a lot of scores up for you. We want to interact with you on Twitter. And also CoxHSHub.com. Go in there. You can watch the game live. You can watch archive games. So even if you have to leave the house, get away from your TV, you can still take in this good Class 6A Division I playoff game here in the quarterfinals. The Hub is also over at the Owasso game, so another 6A Division I quarterfinal game. Owasso hosting Westmore over there. So you can watch that one on your iPad or laptop or Android device and watch this one on the TV. If you're sitting at home and want to get double the high school football pleasure, CoxHSHub.com. Make sure to go over to that.
Cody Harris, again, another great open field tackle. Brown had some running room, Nathan, if he could have gotten around Harris, but he was able to grab him, and that was important for David Alexander. Talked about it, and I mentioned it earlier before the game. He said, hey, we've got to get him down on first contact.
It's about 3rd and 4 yards for Mustang. Little screen pass to Brown. Brown gets the first down and much more. Looking to break it, but gets tackled at the 42-yard line. Big gainer, though, for Chase Brown on a 3rd down play for Mustang.
BA brought the pressure, and they know that they're going to do that. Mustang knew they were going to do that on 3rd down, and the way to combat that, a little screen pass, because you got everybody bottled up inside.
23 yards on that screen pass. Only needed 4 for the first down. Garrett rolling to his right, looking downfield, fires it over the middle. Went to David Parker, their leading receiver, but he couldn't come up with it.
Great job by Garrett to stand in the pocket and wait for his receiver to break free across the field. The defense was there, but then Garrett took a pretty good pop at the end of this play. You see him right here, just waiting. Boom, right as he throws it, he takes the hit. And then for Parker to catch that ball, it would have been a tough catch because there's 2 defenders all over him.
Parker with 729 yards receiving and 7 touchdowns this season. He averages 18.7 yards a catch. That's a nice average.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10 for Mustang. Garrett back to pass. Short pass. Dylan Doran fumbles it. Who's got it? Broken Arrow thinks it's them. It's what the official says that matters.
And they do.
First turnover of the ball game, right at midfield. Big break for the BA Tigers here in this scoreless game at the end of the first quarter. Dylan Dorn with the catch, but
comes up with the fumble on the play.
Loose, obvious that the Tigers had several guys there that could have recovered it.
Yeah, Israel Tristan is the one, when he was tackling, put his hand on the ball and just stripped it and pulled it out. And I'm betting the cold weather may have something to do with that, Nathan. We were down on the field before the game, and you know, we were out there 30, 45 minutes. You start getting a little chilly.
I had a hard time holding the microphone at that point.
That's why I wore gloves.
So the first turnover of the ball game, BA trying to turn it into points. Gilmore, though, facing the pressure. He fumbles it. Ball loose on the ground, and Mustang recover. Oh, nope. Had it and then dropped it.
Yeah, they do have it.
And they got it again. Back-to-back plays with turnovers.
Braden Conley's the one who came up with that one, and Gilmore took a huge hit, and he's coming off a little wobbly. Look at the play fake right here. He's wanting to go deep, make something big happen, and he gets popped, and the pigskin comes loose, and Mustang comes up with it.
Braden Conley had it all along right when he fell on it. So we're all even in turnovers now.
Momentum just shifting back and forth, both sides.
Mustang actually picked up a couple yards there now. On the 49-yard line, the Broken Arrow, David Parker with the catch, gets a first down, breaking down the sideline. Out at the 32-yard line, brought down there. We talked about what a good receiver Parker is right here. He's taking a short pass and turning it into a long game.
He gets a nice block from Miles McFadden, one of his wide receivers, to help spring him and those extra quality yards.
Brown busted outside, brought down at the 28-yard line, just about.
That's going to be the end of the quarter.
So scoreless here in the first quarter of the fourth game of the week on the first week of the high school football playoffs. Mustang 0, Broken Arrow 0. We'll be right back with the second quarter of the fourth game of the week on the Cox Channel, 703.
Just announced 0% financing for 72 months on most 2014 Ford vehicles at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, get 0 for 72 on most Ford vehicles. 0 for 72 on Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. 0 for 72 on Focus, Edge, Fiesta, and more. Hurry in for this great limited time offer at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
True care. It's a thing of beauty. You can see it in every last detail, because no detail goes unnoticed. We believe that's the level of commitment you deserve when you come to MidFirst Bank. If that strikes a chord with you, stop in. We're always here to listen. MidFirst Bank. True to your money.
I'm Walt Faber, CFO of J.D. Young Company. We've been in business since 1949, servicing Eastern Oklahoma for office automation equipment. One thing that's important to J.D. Young Company is that whoever we partner with provides a local service and local response. No one can duplicate the local service and support that Cox Business has given to J.D. Young Company. Cox Business is a bottom line value to our business. The service has just been really great.
Welcome back to the Ford game of the week. Cold night here, and KC down on the sideline. These two teams handling the cold weather differently.
Hey guys, yeah, definitely. It's 32 degrees out here, but they are definitely both prepared. Broken Arrow's got these large jackets over here. You'll see their defensive and offensive players come on, wrap themselves up before they go back out. And of course, on Mustang side, they do have large heaters. So they are very well prepared and staying warm down here.
You see the green behind the John Deere tractor green there behind the players, Mustang players on the sideline.
Yeah, but nobody's standing next to it.
I know, I'd be sitting right next to that.
Sit on top of that thing, keep warm.
So first play of the second quarter, Mustang got a completion for a first down. Again to Parker this time, making some moves and getting some yards.
Yeah, nice moves by Parker there after catching the ball right at the line of scrimmage, Nathan, and just some little dancing moves for him. Just kind of stopped, froze the defender, and then jumped forward and picked up the first down. They're obviously in the red zone now and down to the 10.
Big jackets for Broken Arrow. We need some of those. So for Mustang in the second quarter, 2 plays, 2 pass completions, each one for about 10 yards. So first down and 10 now. They can still get a first down at about the 1-yard line. Brown with the handoff, turns it upfield, pushing the whole pile. Gets close to the 5-yard line, down at the 6.
Johnson, Devin Johnson, one of the tacklers for Broken Arrow, but not before Brown just pushed everybody along with a couple of his teammates forward.
So second down, ball at the 6-yard line. Second down and 5. Garrett back to pass, looking to his right, runs it upfield himself, has some room, breaks it outside and into the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown run. We've been talking all game, Garrett, not just a passer, he's got some good feet.
Almost a play by design, even though it really didn't look like it, Nathan. He gets set to roll out. Nobody's open, and he thinks, I'm going to run this one in, and that's exactly what he did. Off that left side, a huge hole. You could have driven your car through that one to get into the end zone.
And I have a good-sized car.
I knew that.
A 6-yard TD run by Chandler Garrett to put Mustang up 6-0. Extra point goes through, and that makes it 7-0. Mustang takes the second quarter lead here in the Ford Game of the Week. Broken Arrow will try to answer when we come back.
We know Oklahomans best, and we offer them the best of both worlds. The Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, a great combination of power and fuel economy. The best truck money can buy. Speaking of money, right now you can save a ton with 0% for 60 months or total savings up to $8,500. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With the free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Hey, the Cox Coaches Cabana takes you behind the scenes of this week's OU and OSU games. When OU goes to Texas Tech this Saturday to play the Raiders, turn to Cox Channel 999 and watch the Sooners with Barry Switzer. Then Saturday night at 6:30, watch the Cowboys host Texas and join Pat Jones in the Cox Coaches Cabana. In Oklahoma City, you'll find him on Channel 997. He's on 998 in Tulsa. A couple very interesting games there. You know, Trevor Knight not medically cleared to play, so Cody Thomas will start at quarterback for the Sooners. And OSU in desperate need to get that 6th win to become bowl eligible. Texas might be the Cowboys' best chance here to finish up the season. They play at Baylor after that, and then Bedlam, of course.
They better win tomorrow if they want to win that 6th game. But heck, you never know what happens on any Saturday, Nathan.
A little pooch kickoff, no problem for Broken Arrow. Devin Johnson with the breaks that one. Flag.
Yeah, flag comes flying in.
And this one going to the end zone there, but probably going to have to call this one back.
VA celebrating, but the ball's they're going to come all the way back to about their 40-yard line.
Makes you think twice about those little pooch kickoffs, though, for the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to
on
keep
the
it
return,
away.
illegal block in the back. On the receiving team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
So a huge penalty there for Broken Arrow. Let's take a look at the scoring drive for Mustang. It all started with that big hit and the fumble. Austin Gilmore fumbled it after the Broken Arrow just recovered the fumble itself. David Parker with the short pass turns it into a long gain right here.
Yeah, nice game by Parker, and then Garrett's going to take it in on his own. 6-yard TD run, 6 plays, 49 yards. Took about a minute and a half off the game clock, and they're on top early, 7-0.
So instead of a touchdown, Broken Arrow gets the ball back at the 41-yard line. Tigers' own 41-yard line. Hand off and all kinds of pressure in the backfield. Nowhere to run. Good job just getting any gain on that.
Zach Davis came in from the right side, or actually the left side, his right side defense to the left side of that BA line, and untouched, and he was in the backfield about the time Shaw took the handoff. I think you can see Shaw encouraging his offensive lineman to say, hey, somebody block for me so I can get some yards.
So 2nd down and 9 now for Broken Arrow. Gilmore looking to the sideline, looking for a play call. Shaw changes formation, right back behind Gilmore. Shaw gets the handoff. A little more room to run this time. Out right at the first down stick. See where they mark him.
Yeah, he's going to have enough for the first down. definitely. There was a big hole right up the middle, Nathan. Watch this as they spread the defenders out, and plenty of room. He didn't get to anybody on defense till he got about 5 yards downfield, and then one of the linebackers was there to have to make him juke. Keontae Miles was the one who caused him to run away from him and up the field.
So first down and 10 for Broken Arrow. The Tigers have the ball in Mustang territory, just barely, 49-yard line. Another running play. Broken Arrow making sure the Tigers want to pound the football in this game. Jamal Shaw doing a good job right there.
It looks like maybe one of the linemen for VA might be down right at midfield. And again, another look at it is Shaw off that left side, carrying 3 tacklers with him. Last 4 or 5 yards of that to set him up in a 2nd and short. And BA, which is definitely a run-first offense, they average 275 yards on the ground, just 103 yards through the air, Nathan. So almost 3 times more rushing yards than passing.
As you mentioned, we do have a Broken Arrow player down on the field. Taking a break here from action. And don't forget tonight, Tulsa Tech High School football tonight. This is our season finale of the 30-minute show on Fox 23. We'll keep high school football coverage going along with the playoffs, but this is the last 30-minute edition at 11 o'clock. And have a dozen games tonight, lots of good ones here on the first night of high school football action. We're going to be live at 3 of them. We've got that Westmore at Owasso game. CoxHSHub.com is streaming that one as well. And then Cassia Hall at Fort Gibson, another one there. That's a change up. You know, after Ulaga had to forfeit a couple district games, then that changed all the playoffs in Class 4A. Cassia was going to take on Metro, but now Cassia's at Fort Gibson. Take a look at some scores here. Sand Springs up on Midwest City, 7-0. That's in the 2nd quarter. Bixby looking good. The Spartans with that district title.
Yeah.
Booker T and 7, Choctaw 14. That's in the 2nd quarter at S.E. Williams Stadium. Bartlesville on the road, Lawton High, and Beeville. The Bartians looking for an upset. Lawton High ranked 4th in the state, Class 6A.
Yeah. Lawton, Westmore, Lawton and Bixby probably the favorites in that 6A Division II.
You know, I went to Bartlesville High School.
Yes, I knew that. You kicked extra points and 50-yard field goals.
We might have mentioned that before.
Weren't you the long kicker that they had whenever they got outside the 30? It was called Nathan in.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a true story. 3rd and 1, first down for Broken Arrow. Jamal Shaw with another big run. Wasn't happy with just a first down there. He gets all the way down about the 22-yard line.
Well, he had the defender shadowing him for about 7 to 10 yards down the field, and he'd stop. The defender stop. He'd take off. They'd take off with him. You see him get to the outside. They needed about 1.5 yards. And here he goes. He's got the first down there. He stopped the defender and stopped again, then came back and ended up getting drilled pretty good. But he's got to be smiling now. They're starting to block well for him up front.
Gets the handoff again, and why not after a run like that? Making tacklers miss once again, gets inside the 10-yard line. Nice drive by Broken Arrow. Predominantly pounding it on the ground.
Cutter Smith tried to run him down from this backside. Watch him, and whoop, right there. Shaw just says, "You're not going to catch me," and he ends up getting another first down for Broken Arrow.
Ball on the 9-yard line, first down. Shaw gets the handoff again. Powering up the middle, down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line for Broken Arrow.
You may need a breather, Nathan. He's run it 3 or 4 straight plays. And even though he ran the defense over on that one, you could tell he was a little tired at the end of the play, taking a breather, laying on his back.
Yeah, you know he's not going to ask to come out at the 5-yard line.
No. He wants that 6 points to try and tie this one up.
Gets the handoff again. Powering up the middle. He's going to bring down 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Mustang up 7-0. Again, another handoff to Shaw right here, showing some power.
I think he lowered his shoulder. He did into Keontae Miles, and I don't know if it knocked the wind out of Miles or maybe gave him a stinger in his shoulder. You see Miles after the play, he just rolled over on his back.
Shaw now coming out for a breather, still out there.
Would he bet he gets it again?
Gets the handoff straight up the middle again, and this time into the end zone for a 2-yard touchdown for Broken Arrow. No surprise here, as you predicted, Jamal Shaw with the handoff. It's worked the whole drive, and why not do it again from 2 yards out? Big third down conversion there.
Huge on third down, and that was all Shaw on that drive. And that's what, you know, I think they got away from it the first couple of offensive series they had the ball. Nathan, they're a run team. They rely on Shaw with 1,300 yards rushing on the year, and I think they came out and Hawthorne gets the extra point through barely, but they came out and were trying to do some fancy stuff, and it wasn't working for them.
So we're all tied up here in the Ford game of the week, 7-7, the first week of the high school football playoffs. We'll be right back on Cox Channel 703.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
My name is Nicholas Tomlin. I am majoring in culinary arts. I used to want to play football when, high school. But then it changed once I noticed I could cook great food and do things that I never could do before in the kitchen. You can become anything you want to be by coming to Tulsa Tech. I'm making my own path at Tulsa Tech.
Welcome back to the Ford game of the week. We're all tied up here in the second quarter between Mustang and Broken Arrow. And hey, a member of our Cox Channel crew is spending her birthday with us. Shout out to Bailey Watkins. She runs our Cox Channel scorebug. So happy birthday to Bailey Watkins. There you see her.
All right, happy birthday.
It's awfully nice of her to give up a birthday dinner to be out here and helping us out on the Ford game of the week.
Are you going to sing happy birthday to her?
I'm not much of a singer. I will say it with a lot of passion. Happy birthday. I don't know if you want me to sing it though. No. So again, happy birthday to Bailey Watkins. All right, let's take a look at the scoring drive now. A lot of Jamal Shaw on this one, Zig.
Well, pretty much all him, and he picked up the big third down here to put him close to the red zone, and then it was just all Shaw after that. Another run gets him inside the 10, and then 3 plays later, he would score on third down. 9 plays, 60 yards almost. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and Jamal Shaw, a 2-yard touchdown run, ties it up. A little shaky on the extra point, but they got it through.
So after having a scoreless first quarter, 14 points scored so far here in the second quarter. Little dump off pass to Brown, but he's tackled immediately. A loss of yardage on that one. Lost about 4 yards.
A little frustration from Brown there because he had blockers in front of him and didn't really get it much started after he caught the screen pass.
Take a look at Gage Kaiser right there. As we said, we highlighted him before the game. Had a nice ball game so far. It'll be second down and 15 with under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Tied up at 7 apiece. Garrett again to Brown. Again, not a lot of places to go, but he breaks 2 tackles. Making something out of nothing there, Zig.
Yeah, that yards after contact is big, and David Alexander talked about it. They said we've got to stop him, and you can see why right there. The first 2 guys had a shot at him, and neither of them were able to bring him down, and they're gonna do a lot of this to Brown tonight. Get him the ball and see if he can do some work out in open field. Gets the stiff arm, and finally, 2 of the BA tacklers pull him down.
Still third down, though, for the Mustang Broncos. Third down and 5. Mustang has to get out to the 27-yard line to get a first down.
Play clock's about ready to run out.
They had to use up a timeout with 1 on the play clock. Tied up at 7 apiece here at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. Temperatures here supposed to dip into the 20s tonight.
Maybe they're already.
You look at some scores here. The Cox scoreboard. Collinsville up 20-6 over Memorial in the second quarter. Ardmore shutting out Bishop McGinnis 28-zip in the second. Altus over Guthrie 10-7 in the second. Of course, you know, Class 5A playoffs the same as they've always been. They have the first round in the quarterfinals. Class 6A now with the split.
They're already in the quarterfinals.
Already in the quarters. Semis next week at a neutral site. Don't know which site yet. And then they'll have a week off for Thanksgiving. And then they'll play the first Saturday in December or Friday or Saturday, depending on when they pick. They haven't decided the location for that either.
Or the day.
Imagine if it's two East Side teams, they might play over here. A couple of West Side teams, they play over in the Oklahoma City area probably. Third down, pass complete but well short. Mustang's gonna have to punt this one away.
Nice defense that time by Broken Arrow. Bobby Brown caught the ball but had nowhere to go, and Chandler Garrett under heavy pressure. BA's been putting a lot of pressure on him tonight. Mustang knew on third down if they get him, BA gets the Mustang offense in a third and long situation, they're going to pressure him.
The wide splits there for Mustang. A lot of pressure by BA, but the punt is off. Low line driver. He's going to let that one bounce. BA trying to get a block on that play, but Mustang was able to get it away.
I thought we might have a running into the kicker on that play, but I don't know if the official decided that maybe one of the BA players was pushed into him, or if he, I don't know. I guess that's why I don't have a yellow flag in my pocket, huh?
So no flag on that, and the Tigers will get it. Next week, Friday night, the Ford game of the week will be headed to another playoff game somewhere in the state. Go to Cox HS Hub for updates on where the crew is headed and check out our programming guide as to which game we'll be doing. Live playoff coverage right here on the Cox channel, where we have all your favorite teams all season long. Cox's football. Running play on the first drive, no gain there. Can't schedule where we're going yet until we know who's playing next week.
Exactly. We'll know a lot more here in about an hour and a half.
So 4.5 minutes ago, just about here in the first half at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow, tied up at 7 apiece.
We also might get to work on Saturday too, Nathan.
Yeah, you never know.
Just depends on, again, location and who's playing and what time.
Second down and 10. Again,
great blocking.
Jamal Shaw and Broken Arrow going to the ground game. Gains 14 yards on that, takes it to the Mustang 41-yard line.
Now Carter Reese back there at the safety position making that tackle. Shaw would have scored, because if he gets open field, Nathan, he's not going to be caught.
Shaw creeping up close to the century mark already in the first half. 91 yards on only 13 carries, 1 touchdown. That's a nice first half, Zig. First down and 10. Another running play. This time, though, the Mustang defense only allows a yard. So second down and 9.
Stopped the play because one of the linemen for Mustang lost his helmet, so he had to go off. There you see, again, a steady diet of run game from Broken Arrow, and be interested to find out from David Alexander at the half if they decided to change their game plan up a little bit offensively to start the game, and said that didn't work, and let's go back to what we do best, and that's what they started doing. Now look what they're doing with the football.
Shaw with a 4-yard carry there. We'll see eventually if this all pays off also to maybe a little play action pass going deep.
Right, which they definitely did that a couple of weeks ago when we watched their game out in Edmond against Santa Fe. When they played them, it was pound, 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 then it'll play action pass up the middle.
So third down, Broken Arrow has to get to the 31-yard line. Gilmore trying to keep it himself, but he comes up 2 yards short. This is that territory where you go for it on fourth down, right?
Yeah, I think you got to go for it. You're with that. 33, you got to get down to the 31. You're a run team. I think Gilmore, I say he lost a shoe, but that's his hand warmer that fell off.
That's almost as important tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah. He brought it with him to the sidelines and threw it down. And with 10 on the play clock, let's see what they do here. I bet they're going to give it to Shaw.
4th down and 2. Shaw by himself in the backfield. Gilmore under center. Not going to have to use a timeout right here.
David Alexander wants a timeout. No need to rush. You've got 3 timeouts, 2:14 to go in the half. Nathan, you want to make sure you get the first down and keep the ball away from the Broncos.
Yeah, definitely not a wasted timeout right there. This game just going quickly here with all the running that we've seen. 7-7, just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Of course, Broken Arrow used to starting games at 7 o'clock, 7:30 tonight. Hey, high school football tonight on Fox 23. Make sure you tune in at 11 o'clock to see coverage from all around the state. Got some good ones out there on the first Friday night of the high school football playoffs. We'll be live from here, of course, from Owasso as the Rams host Westmore. Casha Hall at Fort Gibson. Be live from that one. Got some games all over Green Country and also getting highlights from Midwest City in that Sand Springs game. And Lawton High hosting Bartlesville. We'll have highlights of that one. Make sure you tune in.
Really? You sent a crew down to Lawton, huh?
Well, we've got some, affiliates. We've got
some connections,
got some connections down in Lawton. Sending us up some highlights, and we'll have some expert analysis also, plus reactions from some of the winning teams around the area. Make sure we tune into that. 4th down and 2. Big play right here, tied up. Shaw, of course, gets it and gets the first down. He had to avoid a tackle in the backfield.
Great extra effort. You see him go to the outside and just delay enough to wait and figure out where the hole's going to be, and then just use that jet speed to lunge forward, and then his power to push a defender and carry another one with him. Watch right here, Nathan. Goes left, great vision, slows down, and then takes off to get upfield and hit the first down.
Gained by about a yard, so 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Shaw still out there, showing his stamina as he gets the handoff again. Again, making some tacklers miss and goes forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's got some of those Mustang defenders just reaching for air, trying to grab him. He's dancing and jumping away from him and getting upfield.
They've got around 100 yards rushing already, and these aren't all easy yards here. He's fighting hard for them.
You see just dancing at the line of scrimmage, and then takes 3 players to bring him down.
So 2nd down and 6 for Broken Arrow. No passes yet for the Tigers on this drive, or the last drive. And here it comes right here, and it's complete. Not for much, though. Short little catch by Chase Perry.
Perry just a little off the tight end. Safe pass to get some yards, maybe run some clock. And what BA wants to do is get points out of this because they start the second half with the football.
So 3rd down and 4. Back to pass again. Just threw that one a little wide, incomplete. Going for Josh Holliday on that one. 3rd down and 4 there. You like the pass? Would you rather run the ball on that?
Yeah, maybe a bootleg or something. You know, maybe a little bit of a shorter pass right at the 1st down marker. But Hawthorne, who has a long of 32 on the year, Nathan, will come out and try a 40-yard field goal.
See if he can set his season high right here with under a minute to go in the first half, tied up at 7 apiece. Broken Arrow trying to take its first lead of the ball game. Field goal.
You can hit it.
Through the uprights. 40-yarder is good for Riley Hawthorne, and Broken Arrow goes on top, 10-7. Under a minute to go in the first half of the Ford game of the week.
Nice kick. He's now 5 out of 7 on his field goals on the year, and that is his season long. Just a junior. Has one of the stronger legs of kickers, not only in the Tulsa metro area, but around the state.
So 10-7. Look at the reaction of Riley Hawthorne. He's got to be pretty happy after booting a 40-yarder. Teammates are definitely happy.
He's a kicker, like, okay, yeah, I know I can hit
He's
it.
trying to play it cool there.
Yeah.
So 10-7, Mustang getting the ball back with 41 seconds on the clock. Only 2 timeouts for Mustang. I guess a lot of the strategy depends on how far you get this kickoff return.
Yeah. They've got time to do something with it.
Has some running room. It's up to the 25-yard line. Still more than 30 seconds to go. And Mustang has thrown the ball a little more than BA in this one.
Yeah, Chandler Garrett has been pretty hot in the first half as far as completing passes. But he's also been under a lot of pressure.
Let's see what we do right here on 1st down and 10. They're lined up as if they're going to try to put some points on the board. Garrett back to pass. Completion at the 30. Parker takes it out for a 1st down. And out of bounds.
Pass is complete to David Parker.
Just what you wanted right there.
Yeah, you did. Parker starts on the right side and then drags all the way across the field. Garrett hit again as he throws the ball. And you really want to try and tackle him down inbounds, but the BA defense unable to do that on that play.
Garrett, another quick pass. Different receiver this time. Mason Brown with the catch. Again, goes out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, Moses on the defense, and Moses was one of the guys who had a defensive touchdown a year ago as he picked off a Garrett pass and returned it for 6.
2nd down and 5 for Mustang. Garrett back to pass again, looking a little farther downfield. Ooh,
nice defense.
Dangerous pass right there. He was going for Miles McFadden, but broken up nicely by Jay Ivey.
Ivey all over the receiver. And when these teams met a year ago, Nathan, in the playoffs, Garrett was hurt. He got hurt in that game.
So 3rd down and 5 now. Under 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 41-yard line of Mustang. Running it this time. Brown, looks like he's short of the 1st down.
I think Coach Dombeck decided after that last one almost got picked. It could have been a pick 6. He said, let's just go to the house down 3, make some adjustments at the half and see what we can do from there.
Probably a wise choice, and the first half is over. Broken Arrow up 10-7 over Mustang. The Class 6A Division I quarterfinals, week 1 of the high school football playoffs. Cold night here in Broken Arrow, but it's a good game we got here. 3-point lead here for Broken Arrow at the half. Like to see these close ones in the playoffs. We'll go down to Casey Bowles now. She's got an interview with Coach.
Hey guys, I am here with Coach Dombeck. Coach Dombeck, tremendous first half. Oh, I'm sorry, Coach Alexander. Coach Alexander, great first half for you guys. How important was it for you to get that field goal going into the second?
It was very important, because our defense has been on the field so long. We got a turnover and we give it right back to them. So it cost them about 15 plays, and our defense is really tired. We need to go down and score. We did that, and then kick the field goal to get ahead. I think if we can just play smart in the second half, we're going to need about 21 more points. Offense over there for Mustang is pretty good.
Well, I'll let you go in there and get your boys warm. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Casey. And looking at our head coach, David Alexander. Jamal Shaw saw a lot of him in the second quarter. Broken Arrow up 10-7, the Ford game of the week. We'll be right back on Cox Channel 703.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. With the power vested in me by the state of
Perfect pass, 65 yards he goes.
Okay, people, focus.
I need to download a presentation by noon.
We don't have enough bandwidth. I can give you tomorrow night at 7.
Great.
Nice blouse. You need to stream a video for a meeting?
What's going on?
Oh, there's not enough bandwidth for everybody, so they hired a scheduler.
Next.
I need to upload a client proposal ASAP.
ASAP's taken. Check back later. Come on, come on.
I just need 3 minutes of you two to relax.
Back of the line.
Internet shouldn't be something you schedule. Cox Business has speeds faster than DSL, so you can switch with confidence. Bundle and save today.
Did you know home appliance and major system breakdowns cost homeowners an average of $1,700 per year in repairs and replacements?
American Residential Warranty can help cover those costs with home service plans starting at less than $1 a day.
Plan options include coverage for central air, heat, and ductwork,
Interior electrical systems and plumbing,
major kitchen appliances,
water heaters,
washers and dryers,
garage door openers,
ceiling fans, and more.
even pools and spas.
American Residential Warranty replaced my dishwasher with a brand new one, and I only paid a small service fee.
I woke up on a Saturday morning, there was no hot water in the shower. So I called American Residential Warranty. They sent a repairman to fix the problem the same day.
Call now. There's no obligation. But hurry, if you wait until you need a home service repair,
it'll be too late.
Call now to get your home warranty. 1-800-967-9158. That's 1-800-967-9158.
Welcome to the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Halftime Show. The same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. We're at halftime here in the Ford Game of the Week. Broken Arrow on top 10-7 over Mustang. This is where you'd usually see the regional champ band play, but the pride of Broken Arrow, they're out competing at nationals today and tomorrow. See if they can claim another national title. They've already got a couple, so Tigers trying for another one. But the Tigers are out here. Always a good show as well. So they take the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to your Broken Arrow Tigers. Tiger captains Sierra Berryhill and Rachel Fulton, and under the direction of Megan Warren. Once again, your Broken Arrow Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Broken Arrow Tigers.
Great performance by the Broken Arrow Tigers here at halftime of the Ford Game of the Week. BA up 10-7 over Mustang. You're watching the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Halftime Show. We'll be right back with an interview with Jared Mendenhall, the Broken Arrow Superintendent. Stay tuned.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, Tulsa Tech, TTCU, the Credit Union, the Muskogee Creek Nation, and by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Just announced 0% financing for 72 months on most 2014 Ford vehicles at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, get 0 for 72 on most Ford vehicles. 0 for 72 on Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. 0 for 72 on Focus, Edge, Fiesta, and more. Hurry in for this great limited time offer at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
I'm David Boren, president of the University of Oklahoma. With inspired education comes great opportunities and meaningful lives. With inspired research comes better health and economic growth. The University of Oklahoma College of Pharmacy has provided inspiration for the lives, careers, and futures of thousands of graduates. Our students are inspired to succeed by an excellent faculty, challenging curriculum, the support of a committed peer group, and access to tens of thousands of dollars in endowed scholarships. Our faculty members produce inspired opportunities by procuring millions of dollars in clinical and basic science research funding. With campuses in Oklahoma City and Tulsa, the University of Oklahoma College of Pharmacy is ready to inspire your future. Inspired education, inspired opportunities, inspired research, inspired careers. The University of Oklahoma College of Pharmacy, your prescription for inspiration.
You're watching the Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show. Same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. I'm going to send it down to Casey Bowles on the field with Broken Arrow Superintendent Dr. Jared Mendenhall.
Yes, I am here with Broken Arrow Superintendent Dr. Jared Mendenhall. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to stay out in the cold a little bit longer. Tell us a little bit about what's going on within Broken Arrow Schools. I know you have a bond coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know, we're really excited to do a bond issue. You know, we just passed a $295 million bond issue back in 2009, and it's already time to kind of look at some of our facilities and maybe upgrade some other things. So we're real excited about the potential of doing that again. So in 2016, which will be, or 2015, excuse me, this February we'll pass or go out for another bond issue. We're growing so fast. We grew by 500 students this year, and if you look at our student population, if we don't stay ahead of that, we're gonna, get behind.
Definitely. Well, I know you've got great athletic programs, and you also have a great band program, and I know you're on your way out to Indianapolis to support them.
First thing in the morning, I catch a flight in the morning at about 7:30, so I'll be out there supporting them. And our band has really had a tradition of excellence for a long, long time, and so we're excited to support them, and hopefully we can come home and be Grand National Champions one more time.
Well, definitely first things first, walking away with a win tonight. What do you think your team needs to do to walk away with a win?
I think if we hold on to the ball and do the right things, moving the ball, we're moving the ball very well. A Mustang is really, they've got a great offense, and you look at their quarterback and how good he is. If we can contain him, I think we've got a chance to probably pull this thing out and get a win.
Well, we wish your team the best of luck, and I know you want to go get in the warmness for a little bit. Back to you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
All right, thanks both of you guys. When the Oklahoma Farm Bureau comes back, we're going to take a look at some scores around the state and maybe look forward to what this could mean for the playoff bracket. Coming up, the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Report.
No matter how you play, or work, or live, life sometimes throws you a curve. At Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we help you get back to playing, working, and living your life. EOC, Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. Visit us at eoc.com.
We know Oklahomans best, and we offer them the best of both worlds. The Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, a great combination of power and fuel economy. The best truck money can buy. Speaking of money, right now you can save a ton with 0% for 60 months or total savings up to $8,500. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
I, along with these witnesses, bear testimony in your marriage commitment with each other. Through the exchanging of rings and your marriage vows, you have pledged lifelong love and fidelity. I am honored as a minister of the Lord to shepherd you into this new life. And with the power vested in me by the state of Oklahoma State, National Firing.
When conditions are right and everything is in place, amazing things can happen. That resonates with us at MidFirst Bank. It's our responsibility to make sure everything is working in harmony. Because when all the elements come together the way they're intended, you'll see fruitful results. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
You're watching the Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Let's take a look at some of the scores across the state, Zig, on this first Friday night of the high school football playoffs. Here in Broken Arrow, of course, the Tigers up 10-7 over Mustang in the quarterfinals of Class 6A.
Yeah, so the winner of this game in round 2 gets Union or Edmond Memorial, and the Redskins are up 45-14 at the half. Mason Farquhar has returned to play for the Redskins after taking last week off.
So it looks like Union's in great shape right there. Jinx up 28-7 over Southmore. That's the other side of the bracket. The Trojans or Southmore, whoever wins that one, will take on the Westmore Owasso winner. And Owasso up 24-7 at the half over Westmore. So all the East Side teams, all hosting games and all up at the half.
Yeah, we could have a All-East semifinal and then potentially an All-East state championship again.
We go to Class 6A Division II now. Sand Springs and Midwest City tied up at 6 apiece. That's a battle of 2 ranked teams right there. So that one's a close one at the half. Obviously, that's as close as you can get, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And then Stillwater at Bixby. The Spartans are district champs, and Bixby doing well, 42-14 over Stillwater. So it'll be the winner of that game versus that Sand Springs Midwest City winner in the state semifinals.
And then Booker T leads Choctaw. They trailed early in this one, but the Hornets, with a couple of second quarter touchdowns, they are up by 7 now over Choctaw at halftime.
The winner of that game will take on the winner of Bartlesville at Lawton High. Now the Bruins were up early in this one, but Lawton High was having none of that. Wolverines now up 35-10 at the half. Lawton High ranked 4th in the state, so one of the better teams.
How about that shootout? Coweta, one of the top scoring teams in the state, against Shawnee, and Shawnee was the preseason favorite in Class 5A, and they kind of struggled a little bit during the regular season, but they're coming out guns blazing here in the playoffs.
Now, we talked about this earlier in the show, but Class 5A still the same. They will have a first round and then a quarterfinals, the same amount of rounds. You know, Class 6A was reduced whenever they divided up Class 6A. Collinsville over Memorial 20-6. Cardinals looking good over Memorial at half. A little bit of you surprised by that score? Ardmore 34-0, shutting out Bishop McGinnis in the second quarter.
We saw Bishop McGinnis, week 4, I believe, week 4 or 5 this year, and they have pretty good offense. I'm surprised they're getting shut out.
Now we're moving along in Class 5A. Guthrie over Altus.
Yeah, there's a lot of fumbles in that game. In fact, 3 fumbles in the first and second quarter, and Guthrie, who trailed at one time in this one 10-7, turned those 3 fumbles into touchdowns, and now they've got an 18-point lead just before the half. I bet they're watching us on Cox HS Hub or checking out scores, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe on Twitter at Cox HS Hub, or live streaming this game or Owasso game. So many options on CoxHSHub.com. You're watching the Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show. We'll be right back on the Cox Channel, 703.
Just announced 0% financing for 72 months on most 2014 Ford vehicles at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, get 0 for 72 on most Ford vehicles. 0 for 72 on Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. 0 for 72 on Focus, Edge, Fiesta, and more. Hurry in for this great limited time offer at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
My name is Nicholas Tomlin. I am majoring in culinary arts. I used to want to play football when, in high school. But then it changed once I noticed I could cook great food and do things that I never could do before in the kitchen. You can become anything you want to be by coming to Tulsa Tech. I'm making my own path at Tulsa Tech.
Welcome back to the Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show. The same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Broken Arrow up 10-7 at the half here in the Ford Game of the Week on Cox Channel 703. Take a look at the highlights here and see how that score came about.
Well, we had back-to-back turnovers. Broken Arrow got the ball, and then Austin Gilmore, trying to roll out of the pocket, gets drilled, and he fumbles. That would lead to the first touchdown of the game as Chandler Garrett hits Parker down the left sideline, and then he would take it in himself off the play fake, rolls right, says backside is wide open, guys. 6-yard touchdown, and Garrett runs it into the end zone, gives the old Superman pose. And then it was the Jamal Shaw show. I think Broken Arrow decided we better get back to what we do best. Double tight end, pound, and ground. Nathan, look at Shaw. He's just so quick and powerful. I mean, he's not going down on first contact. And pretty much that whole drive was him as he tied it up at 7. Then BA would respond again and get a late field goal with about 40 seconds to go in the half.
Can't have too many Jamal Shaw highlights after seeing that first half performance, him especially in the second quarter there, Riley Hawthorne. That was a 40-yard field goal his season long. That made it 10-7 late in the second quarter, and that's what we have at the halftime. Take a look at the first half stats here. Not a whole lot of yardage in this one.
No, I mean, but look at BA, 113 rushing, a rush first team, just 18 passing, and it's flipped the other way for Mustang because Chandler Garrett has had a big first half, 12 out of 17 for him for 108 yards passing, but they can't get the ground game going, and Mustang is a team that's pretty evenly distributed on their offense, a little more than 200 yards rushing and 200 passing, and then penalties, the big difference, 2 for BA, none for Mustang. Each team with a turnover as well.
That big difference sometimes. Last week in our game of the week had Sand Springs and Bixby, a lot of penalties in that one, a lot of turnovers. This one, now that the playoffs have started, gotten a little more clean here. No penalties for Mustang, and Broken Arrow only 2. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that is very clean first half. The coaches definitely have to be pleased with that one. And Broken Arrow ended the half with points, and they will get the football to start the second half. They have already come out, and they're going through their warm-ups, so we're waiting for Mustang to come out on the field and get their warm-ups in as well. So there'll be a little bit more time put back on the clock as we wait for the Broncos to come out of their locker room. I think they're trying to stay warm in there as long as they can.
I would stay in there as long as possible. You know, we were hanging out on the field before the game, obviously, and talking to some of the coaches. And, you know, about an hour before the game, I looked out there. Mustang had some people warming up, but Broken Arrow Tigers were in their indoor practice facility over there throwing the ball around. That's pretty wise.
That's a little convenience, isn't it?
Nice. It's a new facility. They just opened this season, and it's an impressive facility over there.
Temperature, according to my phone on the weather, the temperature's still 30 degrees here in Broken Arrow where we're located. Tulsa, it says it's already down to 27. So it is definitely dropping.
Below freezing, if I remember my science.
Yes, that's right, 32.
So I'm glad we're up in the booth is what I'm telling you. 10-7 Broken Arrow up on Mustang here in the first round of the Class 6A Division I playoffs. David Alexander down on the field, his first season as the Tigers head coach, and he knows what he's talking about. Of course, he played in the NFL for a decade. Let's take a look at the Broken Arrow keys of the game and tell me what you think here. Tackled Chase Brown.
And they've done that. They have really done that. They've tackled him. He said, we've got to get him down on first contact, short of one play on a screen pass. They've pretty much taken care of that. Pressure on the quarterback, yeah, I'd say they've done that as well. Nathan, you can put a check mark by that one as well because Garrett has been under pressure. He's had to make some quick throws and taken some hits after he's thrown the ball and then control the line of scrimmage. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and give him a check mark on that one as well. So Coach Alexander asking 3 things of his football team, and they delivered in the first half, and they're on top, 10-7.
We can take a look at Westmore's keys of the game coming up here. Or excuse me, the Mustang Broncos.
Yeah.
Westmore, of course, is at Owasso.
Owasso. I mean, we can find out what their keys to the game were, and too, we can talk about those as well, I'm sure.
Big game over there. Owasso's winning that one.
You can see some of the coaches still bundled up in their jackets and hats and gloves, and the Mustang players. They didn't spend a whole lot of time around the heater in the first half, but I look over there and there's about 20 or 30 kids that are right around the heater. And I think they came down out of the stands, or maybe some band members that are trying to stay warm for the Mustang football team.
Yeah, those might not be players.
All right, let's get down to Casey Bowles, who's got the head coach of the Mustang Broncos.
Hi, guys. I am here with Coach Dombeck. Coach Dombeck, talk to us a little bit about that first half and what you're wanting to change up in the second half.
We got to be better on first down, both sides of the ball. Offensively, we've done some good things. We just can't finish drives. Defense, we're playing well. We look like we're getting a little worn down there in the second half, but Broken Arrow's got a great game plan. It's a great game. 10-7 playoffs. Can't ask for any more.
Now, how are you guys doing with this cold? I know you've got heaters over there. How are you guys mentally doing with it?
I think we're fine. We practiced in it all week. This is actually a lot nicer than it's been throughout the week. So our kids are ready. That's the furthest thing from their mind right now.
All right. Well, good luck to you in the second half.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for that interview. Appreciate that. 10-7 here. Only about a minute to go here in halftime. The Oklahoma Farm Insurance halftime show. And then we'll be right back here. Only a minute away. They come out after the 20-minute halftime, add that 3 minutes for warming up, and you definitely need that warm-up now whenever it's below freezing.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that.
Stretch those muscles back out.
And as you said, Broken Arrow won the toss in this one. They elected to defer in the first half. So the Tigers will get the first possession here, up 10-7. Here, starting off the third quarter, about to kick it off here in about 30-45 seconds. So
well, we talked about Broken Arrow's keys to the game. What about Mustang's keys to the game? And there's Coach Dombeck, and you see him getting a shot of water. Stay out of third and long, and you pretty much. They've done that. They've had some instances where they've been, and when they've done it, they've made the things count for them. Sound kicking game. Yeah, they've pretty much been sound in the kicking game. No big mistakes. They've punted well. And then good first down defense. I don't know.
Broken Arrow's done pretty well on first down, running the ball.
Down well on first down. So we'll give them 2 out of 3 check marks. And I guess you could say it's been a fairly even football game. BA got 3 out of 3. They're 2 out of 3. And look what the scoreboard is. BA's up by 3 at halftime. And they'll start the second half with the football.
That all adds up.
Yep.
All right.
It makes sense. You do the keys to the game, and look what happens.
So we're about to kick off the third quarter here in the first week of the high school football playoffs. Broken Arrow returning it. Probably about the 8-yard line. Nice little return. Shaw gets it out to the 33-yard line. Not bad field position to start off. So first down and 10 for Broken Arrow on the 33-yard line here to start off the third quarter. BA up 10-7, trying to expand that lead right here. Tigers have been a run-dominated offense so far in this game. Only 18 yards passing in the first half. See if they keep it up, and I imagine they will in the second half.
Oh, the clock's at 14:50. Yeah, it's only a 12-minute half in high school. I'm thinking whoever did it was probably at a college game recently. Now it's 11:50. There you go. They probably started 15. They were just trying to get some more time out of it, huh?
They don't want this game to end. Season's going to end for one of these teams tonight, and they want a couple extra minutes. All right, Warren Leak in there for the first play of the possession here, and Leak finds a hole, and he breaks it upfield. He's a speedster, and he's turning on that speed right now, knocked out of bounds just outside the 20-yard line. Now, what a way to start off the second half for Broken Arrow.
Keontae Miles had the angle on him, but it took him about 30 yards to cut into that angle and push him out of bounds. Otherwise, Leak would have scored a touchdown. Look how fast he is. A nice 50-yard run, Nathan, to put Broken Arrow right in the red zone and down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, Leak, a track star, and you could see it right there. He gets a little breather after that. He deserves it. That one was a 51-yard gain, but 4 rushes for 50 yards, so you can see Mustang has done a good job of controlling him until that play.
And they had a little issue with the chain gang on the far sideline. Those guys trying to keep up. Got tangled up a little bit.
Hey, they're cold too.
Yeah. The chain links are cold. They probably got knotted up over there.
So, second play of the drive. Another running play. This time, oh, fumble, football. Mustang had a shot at it, but it's free now.
Well, Shaw, unusual for him to drop the ball.
Looked like Mustang was all over the first, but then the ball popped out. And then Mustang has recovered. Take a look right here. He thought about changing hands right there, but didn't. Mustang recovers it. A big turnover for Broken Arrow. Second turnover of the ball game. Mustang has one.
And the last time they turned over, the Broncos turned it into points.
Broncos only points the ball game, so Mustang will try to do that again right here. Tough turn it over anytime, especially when you're that close to the end zone as well. Brown gets the handoff, running it up the middle, gets out past the 20-yard line down to the 21-yard line.
Just 30 yards rushing in the first half from him.
He's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so good job by BA.
Nearly 1,300. I mean, he's in the category with Shaw as far as yards he's run this year.
Garrett going to pass. He's hit as he's throwing.
He fumbles it.
They call that an incomplete pass.
Oh, wow.
That's a close call. BA picked it up.
I'd like to see a replay on that because I don't know if his arm was going forward or not.
Kaiser definitely wishes a fumble. He picked it up and ran it into the end zone. Take a look at the replay right here.
No, it was not. He was not even throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Bad break for Broken Arrow and a good break for Mustang.
Official on the backside just saw the ball fly out like that. It was actually the tackler that hit it out in that direction.
Yep. And no instant replay in high school for everybody out there watching going, why don't they go to the booth?
They could just trust you on it, right?
That's right.
So a lucky break for Mustang right there, though. Still 3rd and long for the Broncos. The play clock there went to 0.
Yeah, got a delay on Mustang, so that tacks on another 5, Nathan, and it's going to be a 3rd and very long, and that's one of those deals that Mustang wanted to stay out of, was 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and almost 13 yards.
And BA will bring a little bit of pressure, but they have also got to be leery of the screen pass because that's the one thing that can hurt a defense that's pressuring the quarterback.
Oh, high chocolate, that sounds good right now. 3rd and long, Garrett back to pass. Tries to avoid the pressure with his feet, gets out to the 20, short of the first down by about 3 yards. So Mustang's gonna have to punt this one away. Couldn't turn the turnover into points this time.
They had a lot more green in front of them after that turnover. And then the penalty put them really in too deep a position. That may have cost them the first down because they're only 4 yards short right now.
So Mustang punting it away. Devin Cruz back to return for Broken Arrow. High snap. Into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Broken Arrow now on top 12-7, and the Tigers will get the ball back. Mustang will have to free kick it away.
Matthew Lacrone with the high snap over his punter's head, Josh Vanoy. And a big break for Broken Arrow.
Hey, don't forget CoxHSHub.com. That's the place to go. This game is streaming right now. So is the Owasso game against Westmore. Make sure to go there. High school sports fans love the Cox High School Hub. Go to CoxHSHub.com. You can check out past Ford games of the week as well. Archive. CoxHSHub.com features highlights, interviews, full game replays, a revamped photo section of fans. So even if you're not playing, you might be able to see some pictures of yourself on CoxHSHub.com. It's your #1 source for high school sports coverage from around the state, so make sure to go on there. Live games, archived games. Can't beat it, Zig.
And still photos. Got some great photographers that go around to a lot of these games and take some quality pictures. Not only of the action on the field, but the action off the field with the cheerleaders, the band, and even a lot of folks in the stands. So go check some of those photos out. You might see yourself from one of the games that they've were at earlier this year.
All right, so now they have to free kick this one from the 20. You can punt that, and that's what they're choosing to do.
Say Vanoy only averages a little more than 30 yards a kick.
Shaw picked it up at the 42. Nice spin move, making tacklers miss. It's been good in the ground game and good in the return game as well. Turnovers hurting a lot less for Broken Arrow now after getting a safety and some good field position right here.
23-yard return by Shaw gets him down to the 35, or actually it's Holiday. Nope, it was Shaw. Yeah. Who spun off a couple of tacklers. And then just almost broke it again. He's just been so close several times tonight. You know he wants to atone for that fumble he had on the last drive.
So Shaw getting a breather. Warren Leak gets the handoff, trying to bust another long run. Gains 4 yards on that carry.
With the football. Keontae Miles making the stop.
A lot of drives with Leak getting the first carry and then bringing in Shaw after that.
And Keontae Miles, we've called his name several times tonight for Mustang, comes up to make the tackle.
Leak staying in this time, though. This is a big test for the Mustang defense, already down 5. Don't want to give up a touchdown here with such a low-scoring game to be down 2 scores like that. Leak gets the handoff again, trying to bust it outside. Tackled big, but still picks up some nice yards. Still a big hit there by Cutter Smith.
Smith drilled him, but the drilling carried him about 3 yards downfield. You see him spin, and then whoop, right there, when Smith tackled him, he ended up pushing him forward.
So Leak out of the game. Shaw up the middle.
Wow, how did he spin amongst all those players? You got offensive and defensive linemen all piled up, and somehow he tiptoed and spun through everybody and got enough for the first down.
He's been pretty spectacular this evening.
Very nice.
So first down for Broken Arrow. At the 23-yard line for Broken Arrow, 1st and 10. Getting close to where they were before that fumble. 19 carries for Jamal Shaw, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. Shaw dives forward for a couple yards.
You know, I think David Alexander would be smiling all night. You continue to hand it off to your backs and you get 3 to 4 yards a pop. You're going to get first downs. You're going to run the clock and keep your defense off the field.
That clock is running. 2nd down. Ball at the 21-yard line. 8 yards to go for a first down for Broken Arrow. Guess what? Another run. Shaw picks up some more yardage down to the 18-yard line.
Keontae Miles up to make the stop.
Keontae Miles is there again to make the tackle, but not before Shaw lowers his shoulder into him and drives him back another yard or 2.
Temperature dipping down into the 20s, and that's when the blankets come out. 3rd down and 5. It's about 7.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Big 3rd down right here. Mustang trying hard to keep Broken Arrow out of the end zone. Gilmore keeps it himself, fake the handoff. Mustang comes up big, nice stop by the Broncos. Gang tackle there. Led by that guy, Cutter Smith, who just had the big hit.
They're going to try another field goal to make it an 8-point game.
So Hawthorne had that 40-yarder earlier in the game. This one will be a little closer. Looks like it's going to be about a 34-yarder. See if Hawthorne can make it 2 of 2. Under 7 minutes to go. 34-yard field goal. Off the upright, no good. Plenty of leg, just pulled that one to the left. A big stop for Mustang there after getting the safety and having to free kick it.
Yeah, great stop, great job by the Mustang defense. Holding Broken Arrow without points. And if you're Broken Arrow, you got to be frustrated because you had some momentum. You got the safety. You started out with great field position, and then you can't do anything with it.
So Mustang gets the ball at the 20-yard line off the missed field goal. 3 wide receivers. Brown in the backfield along with Garrett. Brown gets the handoff. He's got to bust that one outside and find some running room down the sideline. Past the 40-yard line. Didn't look like he had a lot of running room at first there, but found a seam down the sideline.
Yeah, he bounced that outside. Once he got outside, they had to run him down, and not before he picked up some big yards. Looked like he got about a 22-yard run, his longest run of the night.
It puts the ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Mustang offense trying to get something going. Haven't scored since early in the second quarter. Garrett keeping it this time. Talk about Chandler Garrett having a nice arm and can run it pretty well. And we get some uniform support from Chase Brown. Put the shoulder pads back in the uni.
Yeah, design keeper, and I think Garrett wanted to go outside, and he knew there was nothing there. The defense had flowed that direction, so he cut it back up inside.
Brown gets it this time, up the middle, making a lot of tacklers miss, finds a big hole, tripped up at the 36-yard line. If he could have made that last guy miss. Good open field tackle right there, though.
Yeah, and the success Broken Arrow had in the first half of bringing him down at first contact, they're not doing that this half, Nathan, and you see why David Alexander knew that was so important to get that done, and now a couple of big runs, and Brown and the Mustangs taking advantage.
Yeah, running himself this time. Chandler Garrett, nowhere to go. Gains a yard on that, so it'll bring 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 35-yard line. 12-7, the Tigers on top after a safety here in the 3rd quarter on the high snap off the punt that went out of the back of the end zone. But Mustang only down 5, threatening right here, could take the lead with the touchdown. Garrett rolls to his left, open receiver, finds him, 1st down. The big tight end, Bryce Roberts with the catch.
6'6", 230 pounds, and he was wide open off the fake on the handoff. He rolled across the line of scrimmage, and Garrett found him. He ran over the defensive back, Cody Harris.
Chase Brown gets it. Gains a couple before being tackled. 2nd down and 8 coming up, under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. 12-7 Tigers. Mustang looking to change that right here, though. 2nd down and 8, ball at the 21-yard line. Broncos knocking on the door. Garrett back to pass. No one open, runs it himself. Gains a couple yards. Probably a good decision by Garrett to pull it down and run it.
Yeah, I was watching the receivers downfield, and BA had them blanketed. Nowhere for him to go, and good choice by the junior not to force anything and turn the ball over. You want to get some points out of this, and you see him just keep it up the middle and gain some positive yards.
So 3rd down and 5. Mustang needs to get it down to the 13-yard line. That's where the 1st down marker is. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 12-7, Broken Arrow. Garrett rolls left. I think he's trying to carry this himself. Flag right there. Going to be a holding in the backfield, most likely. That's a big penalty. You see Garrett rolling around.
Garrett's down.
Hopefully he's not hurt on the turf.
Surprised. You got to, I mean, I know he can run the ball, and they like him to run it.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards to the spot of the foul. Remains 3rd down.
But you need him back there to be your quarterback.
Mustang had no penalties in the first half, but that's their 2nd here in the 3rd quarter, and that's a big one, 10 yards. On 3rd down.
I know what they're trying to do, and they're trying to mix it up a little bit, but you know, you got to maybe preserve him and not run him so much. He's probably run, what, 4 times, 3-4 times on this drive already.
So Mustang was in nice territory there for a field goal if they didn't get the 1st down, and now it would be a long one. Need to gain some yardage right here. Pass complete, short of the 1st down, but that does get Mustang back in good field position. Dylan Dorn with the catch. If they choose to go for the field goal here, it would be about a 33-yarder.
Josh Vinoy is their kicker, and he's kicked it. His longest one this year has been 41, and it looks like Jeremy Dombeck's made up his mind. He's going to go for it.
It's 4th down and 3. As I said, they need to get down to the 13-yard line for a 1st down. Chase Brown in the backfield. They might just be trying to get an offsides call here. We'll see. And they call a timeout, so I assume that's what we're doing. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back in the Ford Game of the Week. Be 4th down for Mustang when we come back on Cox Channel 703.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Thank you for calling the phone company.
Yes, hi, my internet's down.
I'm sorry to hear that. Try www.phonecompanyproblems.com.
I can't because my internet's down.
Okay, then go ahead and email our customer service.
No, I don't have the internet.
Download our helpful PDF.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
my internet does not work.
Wait, you have no internet?
No.
You need to call someone.
Want better service? Cox Business has 24/7 local support, so you can switch with confidence. Bundle and save today.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. 4th down and 2 for Mustang. The Broncos 2 of 8 on 3rd down conversions in this game. 0 for 1 on 4th down conversions. Tough numbers. That's why you only have 7 points in the 3rd quarter. But the Mustang Broncos trying to add to that right here. 4th and 3, going for it right here. Took a timeout, didn't like what they saw a second ago. Garrett keeping it himself. Throws the pass, incomplete. Big stand for the Broken Arrow defense. Mustang now 0 for 2 on 4th down attempts.
Yeah, great play defensively by Broken Arrows. Chandler slow to get up. Chandler Garrett, that is. The young man with 2 first names, slow to get up off the turf. And BA played that perfectly on their defense. Looked like it was going to go to Brown. Garrett keeps it. Everybody stays home. And then he thought he had the tight end, Roberts, open, and he went down. Let's go down to Casey Bowles and see what's going on down on the sideline.
Hey guys, at that 4th down right there, the Broken Arrow coaches were both telling their boys to bear down and really hold it. And they did a great job not jumping and really bearing down and holding them back.
BA, of course, the running play here in the first possession of the drive. BA up 12-7, 5-point lead there, so a big stop. Mustang could have taken the lead. Under 3 minutes left. 5-point lead is nice, but Tigers, I'm sure, want some breathing room.
Kind of surprised maybe they didn't kick a field goal, Nathan, to get within 2.
Shaw again with the run, nowhere to go this time. Scary tackle there. Hopefully he didn't get, doesn't look like he was hurt. He had one guy holding his leg, another guy hit him and spun him around, but Shaw's all right.
Well, and again, Mustang, it looks like, has made some adjustments. Their DNs are staying home more, and Shaw is not having that ability, at least on this drive, to be able to get outside.
So 3rd down and 11. Mustang defense just had a big stop on the last BA drive, trying to do it again right here. 3rd and 11, Gilmore back to pass. Dangerous pass to Holiday. See 3 defensive players around there, incomplete. So Broken Arrow going to have to punt this one away, and Mustang will get another chance to take the lead, down 12-7, 1:55 on the clock in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, not what you wanted to do, a 3 and out, because your defense had just spent about 6 minutes of clock game time out on the field.
Miles McFadden back at around midfield to receive this punt from Gilmore, the quarterback and punter. Short one. No one's returning that, but they don't need to. Goes out of bounds at the 20. Looks like the 21. They're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. Great field position for Mustang. Didn't lose many yards after that stand and defensive stand and punt away by Broken Arrow.
Not a good punt at all by Gilmore. You know, we saw him do that in the Union game when they played the Redskins earlier this year in week number 3. Try and do that rugby kick. And you got to get the ball out in front of you, and I think it looked like it just went off the side of his foot.
So 1st down and 10 for Mustang. The Broncos great field position starting at BA's 22-yard line. Chase Brown gets the handoff, has some running room, brought down at the 20, only gained about 2 yards. Looked like there was a hole there, but the BA defense did a good job of clogging it up.
Carter Key with the tackle immediately at the line of scrimmage, and Brown ends up getting a couple out of it.
The 2nd down and 8. Chandler Garrett, a little bit of time, then throws it up for grabs. Out of bounds, dangerous pass right there.
he just chunked it up, hoping that Brown would be in the spot that he threw the ball to, and he almost was. Had him twisted around, had the defender twisted around.
So 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 20-yard line. In field goal range right here, but it'll be a long one. Chandler Garrett back to pass. Has a man, overthrows him. Aiming for David Park right there, the leading receiver for Mustang. So ball's at the 20. Decision time for Mustang.
It looks like they're going to go for it again, and Garrett's just been under a lot of pressure these last 2 series, throwing off his back foot just to get away from the pressure.
So Mustang now 2 of 9 on 3rd down attempts, 0 for 2 on 4th down attempts. Flag right here. See what the call is.
They got 12 players out there. Oh no, he's calling sideline.
Against Mustang, that's their first warning.
Okay, so no loss of yardage there, unless it happens again. So 4th down and 8. Mustang going for it, 0 for 2 in 4th down attempts so far in this game. Have to get down to about the 12-yard line. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Garrett back to pass, running it himself. Looks like he has it, and he does. Goes into the end zone for the touchdown. 20-yard TD run by Chandler Garrett. Mustang takes the lead.
Wow, big play on 4th down. 0 for 2 on 4th downs before that one. And if Garrett was hobbled before that play, his juices were flowing, Nathan, and he just blew it by everybody right up the left side. You see him looking downfield. All his receivers are covered. Nobody can catch him. He gets right into the end zone.
Broncos with a 1-point lead pending this extra point.
They're going to go for 2, and I'm not sure you start chasing points like that right there. I mean, they're still in the 3rd quarter. There's still a long way to go.
So a flag down.
On Mustang.
Now they may not be able to go for 2.
Was in formation and went off on the field. 5 yards, retry.
So now they may not be able to go for 2. It's going to move them back to the 8.
Of course, it was just 4th and 8, and they did pretty well with that.
Yeah.
We'll see what they choose to do. Still looks like they're going for it here. Up 13-12, under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Still nearly 13 minutes to play in this one. The quarterfinals of the Class 6A Division I playoffs.
They better hurry. The play clock's down to about 5.
Garrett just gets the snap off, rolling to his left, looking to run again. Gets close, and they give it to him. 2-point conversion is good.
Another big run by the big quarterback, 6'5", and he needed every inch of that to get the 2-point conversion in, and he just stretched the ball across the goal line. You can see it here, Nathan, as he gets hit at about the 2. It's his ball all the way as he fakes, and then right as he goes down, he stretched the ball across. The official right there on top of it to give him the 2 points, and they're now up 3.
So, game of inches, they say, and that proved right there just got past the goal line for the 2-point conversion. 15-12 now.
Well, and a couple of things. I mean, you had the punt that only went about 7 yards on the previous series from Broken Arrow. Their defense looked like they'd held, put them in a 4th and 8, then Garrett gets a 20-yard touchdown out of it, and then a penalty on the 2-point conversion.
Still went for it.
Too many men on the field. They go for it, 8 yards out, and Garrett gets that as well.
Mustang kicking off from the 40 here.
He's accounted for all 14 of their 15 points.
And the high short kicks, not at the 28-yard line. Hurdling and
Devin Johnson.
Devin Johnson. Good returner.
Yeah.
It's nice when you have someone like him as one of your upbacks in the return. You know, he had one return for a touchdown earlier in the first half that got called back.
And they kicked it to him again. But BA still in decent field position.
Yeah, nice field position, 45-yard line. Josh Holiday running out there late, getting set up. Wide receiver position. Shaw gets the handoff, nowhere to go, but still finds a way to fight and get about a yard.
Great little back. Like to see him continue to get bigger, Nathan, and run. Would be an opposing defender trying to either stop him next year with an extra 10 or 15 pounds of muscle or try and run him down.
2nd down and 9. Another handoff, more running room this time, but not much more. Gets out to the 49-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Zach Davis is the one who stopped in that time, made the tackle, and that's going to wind up the 3rd quarter. 12 minutes to go.
15-12, Mustang on top, and the first Friday night of the high school football season. We'll be right back in the 4th quarter of the Ford Game of the Week.
Okay, people, focus.
I need to download a presentation by noon.
We don't have enough bandwidth. I can give you tomorrow night at 7.
Great.
Nice blouse. You need to stream a video for a meeting?
What's going on?
Oh, there's not enough bandwidth for everybody, so they hired a scheduler.
Next.
I need to upload a client proposal ASAP.
ASAP's taken. Check back later. Come on, come on.
I just need 3 minutes of YouTube to relax.
Back of the line.
Internet shouldn't be something you schedule. Cox Business has speeds faster than DSL, so you can switch with confidence. Bundle and save today.
There are 2 big mistakes you or a family member can make buying Medicare supplement insurance. 1, choosing the wrong plan. There are many choices, and they can be confusing. You need a knowledgeable professional to help select the right plan for you. 2, paying too much. The Medicare benefits of each plan are the same, no matter which insurance company you choose, but the cost can vary tremendously, which is why you need SelectQuote Senior. An experienced SelectQuote professional will carefully explain the pros and cons of each plan. Then, impartially shop a select group of highly rated insurance companies like these to help find your best rate. Get the expertise and savings SelectQuote is known for.
Just call 1-800-520-3872. 1-800-520-3872. SelectQuote Senior. We shop, you save.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Mustang just took the 15-12 lead, but it's the start of the 4th quarter here, and Broken Arrow has the ball. 3rd down and 6 for BA. Jamal Shaw in the backfield. Gilmore back to pass. Had a man, but couldn't quite hit him. He's going to bring up 4th down, so we'll send it down to Casey Bowles on the field.
Hey guys, starting this 4th quarter, it definitely has dropped in temperature down here. I think we're at about 27 degrees, and you're noticing turnovers and missed snaps and stuff like that. You're starting to see a lot of these hand warmers show up on the Broken Arrow side, and I'm seeing a lot more guys on the Mustang side join that heater. So again, that's key. Keep your hands warm and really take care of that football.
I thank you, Casey. Broken Arrow punting it away. Gilmore with a much better punt this time. Goes out of bounds. Going to mark that at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
Better kick, kicked it off the top of his foot like you're supposed to do, not off the side. And you can't even talk. You keep it away from the guy trying to receive the ball so they don't get a return out of it.
Look at this score. Union up on Edmond Memorial 59-14. Of course, Union the top-ranked team in Class 6A. So,
and they'll get the winner of this game.
Jinx 28-7. They'll actually, that would be a finals matchup if they both made it.
Yep.
1st down. Owasso up 24-7 there against Westmore. Chase Brown tackled for a loss. Broken Arrow defense coming up big.
Yeah, good job by the Tigers front. David Alexander was concerned about the way that the blocking schemes were for the offensive line of Mustang, and that his defenders had to adjust to that from time to time.
Obviously, a score here would be huge for Mustang, already up 3, trying to make it a 2-possession ball game. Conversely, the Tiger D knows they need a stop right here. Brown gets the handoff, finds a seam, penalty flag, gonna have a holding, that's coming back. Would have been a first down.
We could see that from up here. One of the BA defenders' helmet and head and everything else was being held. He couldn't even move. That's why the hole was so big for Chase Brown to run through.
Makes it a little easier.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Remains second down.
So holding penalty there for Mustang makes it.
Watch here in the upper right there, number 89 is being held, had an arm all the way around his neck. That's Richard Wampler, who was trying to get in there and couldn't go anywhere because the offensive lineman had his arm wrapped around him. Looked like a wrestling move, didn't it? Hey, Bobby Clint trying to grow the beard back a little bit, maybe. He'd shaved it a couple weeks ago after they lost the game and got rid of the Duck Dynasty beard.
Former East Central head coach left the Cardinals to be the defensive coordinator at Broken Arrow. Second and very long. Garrett throwing it over the middle. Flag. Might be on the defense here for Broken Arrow. Placed it at the 21-yard line.
Holding on the defense on the eligible receiver, 10 yards from the previous spot. Remains second down.
It's not an automatic first down. It's a defensive holding penalty, but they get the 10 yards back they lost on their own holding penalty.
So it's been a clean game so far, but just had back-to-back holding penalties and brings it down to second and 13. Ball at the 18-yard line. See if they break the penalty streak right here.
So Kinchin in their tailback now for Mustang.
Big pass to David Parker. Parker turns it into a nice game. Still short of the first down by about a yard. Marking it down at the 30-yard line. Has to get to the 31 for a first down.
First contact.
So bring up a big 3rd and 1. Third down hasn't gone well for Mustang so far in this game. 2 of 9 on third down attempts. Clock down to about 10 minutes in the ball game.
Nice for Garrett to keep it.
He's had a lot of success running recently, and he does keep it. Strings it out wide, but he gets the first down, turns it upfield, penalty.
Big time hold on that right side. Flags come flying everywhere.
And that's why he turned the corner.
Yeah.
So another penalty after that clean game we were talking about, bragging about how few penalties there were.
Way
now
to go, that's that karma.
Third penalty and third holding.
Illegal block below the waist on the
chop
offense.
block.
15 yards from the spot of the foul. Remains third down.
So not 3rd and 1 anymore.
And that's a 15-yard mark off all the way back to the 18. And that would have been a first down for Mustang.
Yeah, I'm getting blamed for jinxing this ball game. No penalties. I started bragging on them, and then here come the penalties. So
we had 2 in the first half.
3rd and 12 now. Garrett throwing it deep. Well covered, though. Incomplete. No penalty flag. Good coverage by the BA defense. And a big stop. Broken Arrow needed that one. Mustang just took the lead, 15-12.
Definitely helped by penalties on that drive to slow things down, and now BA needs to take advantage. Vinoy comes in to punt, averaging about 30 yards a kick on the year, Nathan, so BA ought to get it in Mustang territory.
Doesn't look like BA is bringing pressure this time. Setting up a return. Devin Cruz makes the fair catch. Great. Really good field position here for Broken Arrow. When we come back in the Ford game of the week, the Tigers will have the ball on Mustang's 48-yard line. Stick around here on the Cox Channel, 703.
At TTCU, before they make any decision, they ask one simple question. What's best for our members? Take checking accounts. They know it takes effort to move your account, so they make sure it's worth it by giving you and your school $50 when you get a School Pride Visa check card. It's easy to manage your accounts here, there, anywhere, and TTCU rewards loyalty. With direct deposit based on your balances, you could earn extra dividends. Rewards? Check at TTCU.
Thank you for calling the phone company.
Yes, hi, my internet's down.
I'm sorry to hear that. Try www.phonecompanyproblems.com.
I can't because my internet's down.
Okay, then go ahead and email our customer service.
No, I don't have the internet.
Download our helpful PDF.
Sir, my internet does not work.
Wait, you have no internet?
No.
You need to call someone.
Want better service? Cox Business has 24/7 local support, so you can switch with confidence. Bundle and save today.
Welcome back to the Ford Game of the Week. Mustang up 15-12. It's nail biter time here with about 9.5 on the clock in the ball game. BA down 3, trying to come back, but Mustang defense is having nothing of that. Stops Jamal Shaw for a loss.
Defensively, they've done a great job here in the second half, Nathan. They're lining up 7 guys in the box, and they're just daring Broken Arrow to throw the football. BA, not a prolific passing team, averaging 103 yards passing a game, 275 on the ground. They're going to have to run and maybe pass a little bit if they want to win this game.
Passing this time over the middle. That's a completion, and have a pass interference as well. See what the call
maybe
is.
A late hit after the catch as one of the BA receivers came flying in there. Samuel Akim.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against Broken Arrow. 15 yards from the run. It is a dead ball foul. It will be 3rd down.
Big penalty for Broken Arrow after getting a nice completion there. BA defense, as you said, has struggled. Only 2 points here in the second half for Broken Arrow, but that was on a safety. So the Tiger offense hasn't scored since the second quarter. And only in the second quarter for that matter.
The bad thing about that for Broken Arrow, Nathan, not only do they lose the yards, they lose the down because it was a dead ball personal foul penalty against the Tigers.
So 3rd and long, about 17. Have to pass on this one, feeling some pressure. Gilmore has some time, but no one to throw it to. And nowhere to run. Ball loose, but they call him down. Mustang coaches aren't happy about that in the booth next to us.
No,
they were hoping for the defensive touchdown, but
he was down.
No such luck. Keontae Miles is the guy that picked up the ball. We'll take a look at the replay. A little visual proof to make sure he was down.
Yeah, Gilmore just looking, and nobody was open downfield, and his receivers were just trying to break free to help him out, and they couldn't do it. And by that time, there was so much pressure on him, he had to just do something. And that may be him hobbled, walking off the field. I think it is there at the 35-yard line. And he's their punter, Nathan. And it looks like they've had to send Hathorn out to punt.
Yes, it's definitely Gilmore hobbled off the field. Now, Scott Gilkey did start the season as the starter at quarterback, back up now.
Great job by the place kicker, Hathorn, to come in and pin Mustang deep.
Nice. Coming up when it mattered. We'll stay right here with under 8 minutes to go in the Ford Game of the Week on the Cox Channel 703. Mustang up 15-12 with the ball. Broncos deep in their own territory. Take a look at some scores. Sand Springs in a nail biter at Midwest City. Sand Heights up 13-6 in the 4th quarter. Bixby doing pretty well against Stillwater there. 55, a lot of points there. 55-28 for the Spartans up in the 4th. Booker T down early in that one, but Hornets have come back up 42-14. That's in the 4th. Lawton High cruising up 56-14 over the Bruins.
Looks like Lawton's going to be the only West Side team to win in Division. Mustang trying to become the only West Side team to win in Division I 6A.
So Chase Brown with a nice carry. Gets the first down.
First down for the Broncos.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Got about 10 yards on that carry. Clock down to 7.5 minutes. Mustang really wanting to run out some clock and get some points. Touchdown to make it a 2-point ball game, of course. Garrett Avoided the pressure, had a man there in Chase Brown, but couldn't get the completion.
Well, he was under pressure again and had a defender wrapped around him a little bit. Forced him to throw the ball quicker than he wanted to. I don't think Brown was quite ready for it when he dumped it off.
2nd down and 10. Chase Brown in the backfield. Chandler Garrett in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the right, 1 in motion right now. Chase Brown gets the handoff again. With a little bit of running room. Brought down. Swarming defense there by Broken Arrow. Gonna mark that right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10 here. Broken, as ineffective as the BA offense has been in the second half, the BA defense doing pretty well against Mustang, except on 4th down.
Yeah.
Broncos coming up big on that 4th and 8, 20-yard TD run by Chandler Garrett. And they got the 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line after a penalty. So Garrett has done his most damage with his feet. Also had a 6-yard TD run in the second quarter. Garrett rolls to his left, looking to run it again. Brought down short.
Oh, wow. A late flag comes flying in. Are you kidding? For Broken Arrow, tough break because that's going to be an automatic 1st down.
There's a flag on the play.
The 2 officials will talk it out here, but
the linesman right next to it didn't call it, but the referee from the middle of the field chasing behind the play, and they're going to discuss it, and they may.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness laid out of bounds on the defense. 15 yards. Result.
Huge penalty right there. Broken Arrow had stopped Mustang short of a 1st down on 3rd down. The Tigers want to get the ball back, but they called that late hit. 1st down for Mustang, only 6:33 on the clock.
And that's going to put them right near the 50-yard line, Nathan, and not the play that Broken Arrow wanted. They had them stopped. They were going to get the ball back and take a look at it and see what happens.
Thought maybe a flag would have flown on that block there. I guess they're calling for throwing them down a little bit again, but tough break for BA, good break for Mustang. Chase Brown breaks through the BA defense for a 9-yard gain. Mustang into Broken Arrow territory.
Gain of 9 brings up a 2nd down.
Take a little wind out of the sails of the BA defense on that one. And I was about ready to say before Garrett went out of bounds is he ought to just stop so the clock continues to run instead of going out of bounds, and actually ended up benefiting him more to get that done.
2nd and short for Mustang. Up 15-12, trying to milk this clock and expand that lead. Ball in BA territory. Chase Brown gets the 1st down. Called down at the 8-yard line.
Shot by the middle of the defensive
Mustang
line.
had leads in the 4th quarter of 14 points against Owasso and Union both. And maybe they learned something from those 2 games that will allow them to hold on and pick up the victory in this one tonight.
98 yards for Brown in this game, knocking on that century mark. 5.5 minutes to go. Mustang, of course, taking its time in this one, up by 3. 1st down and 10. 19 carries. There you see it for 98 yards, and here's the 20th carry. Loses a couple right there, so 20 carries for 96 yards now. Kaiser with the tackle for loss. Makes it 2nd down and 12. Remember, Broken Arrow missed the field goal earlier in the 3rd quarter off the upright. Would be a tie ball game. That was a 34-yard attempt. Hawthorne, though, did make a 40-yarder in the 2nd quarter. Chase Brown finds a seam, gets the 1st down, fumbles the ball. Broken Arrow picks it up. Calling him down. Brown might be hurt.
Was he down?
No, they're saying the ball is Broken Arrows, I believe.
No, now flags come flying out. The referee, the back judge, is pointing down to the ground like the ball came loose when he went down. I thought it was out before he went down, didn't you? Maybe not. Maybe the way he was hit on that, Nathan, he might have, the ball might have come out from the turf. And as we know, the turf cannot cause a fumble.
See the call right here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, Methodist to the goal, first down.
And another 15-yard penalty against Broken Arrow.
Now look at a replay of this one. Check and see if we can see him go down before the ball comes loose. Take a look at that knee up close.
No, the ball was out. Man, they missed that one. Wow.
Another big break for Mustang.
That's the second fumble that they've missed here in the second half.
And then the penalty after that gets Mustang knocking on the door of the end zone. Ball at the 12-yard line. First down and 10. Clock is running. Under 4:20. First down and 10. Handoff, pops it outside. Brought down at the 5-yard line.
And they keep the clock running. They say his momentum was stopped before the Broken Arrow defenders pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's Aaron Kinshian, his first carry of the ball game, I believe, after Chase Brown was hurt on that last play. But a nice carry as he pops it outside. Calling a timeout on that one to stop the clock. Mustang up 15-12, knocking on the door, trying to score again here in the Ford game of the week. Make sure you stay tuned to Cox Channel 703.
At the Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center, we're proud to have been Tulsa's finest and most experienced provider of sports medicine care for over 30 years. EOC is equipped to evaluate and treat all orthopedic disorders and sports injuries, as well as providing surgical consultation and physical therapy. With a large number of only the best qualified specialists on staff, we're able to provide better care than anyone else in Eastern Oklahoma. Ask your doctor about EOC or call us for a consultation. We're located in the Natalie Medical Building at 6475 South Yale.
We know Oklahomans best, and we offer them the best of both worlds. The Ford F-150 with EcoBoost, a great combination of power and fuel economy. The best truck money can buy. Speaking of money, right now you can save a ton with 0% for 60 months or total savings up to $8,500. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Welcome back to the Ford game of the week. Big drive right here. Mustang up 3, second down and 3 to go. Ball at the 5-yard line. Garrett scored every touchdown for Mustang so far in the game, trying to do it again, but he stopped short of the goal line.
Garrett with football.
Third down now, third and short. Third and very short. Yeah, BA's got to call another timeout. They can't let another 40 seconds run off the clock. And well, no, they didn't. They're going to measure to see if you got a first down.
Yeah, they flipped it over to third down on the down marker, but official wanting those chains to come out, as I said, very close. Under 4 minutes to go in this one. Mustang up 15-12. It is short of a first down. So a huge play right here.
So the ideal thing here for Mustang, get a first down and then run a couple more plays and run some more time off the clock.
Yeah, as we've established in this
then
game.
Get points.
Yeah, Broken Arrow definitely not a fast strike offense.
They're not, and they haven't all year. I mean, they don't. They run, they pound the ball, they run 2, 3, 4 minutes off the clock when they get down the field. And now with Gilmore was hurt after that last series, Nathan, when he went down.
So third down and short.
Mustang going to try and pull off the upset coming over here to Broken Arrow.
His backup quarterback Scott Gilkey Jr. is on the sideline warming up over there. Be a sign that Gilmore won't return. We'll find out here shortly. Clock is running. Under 3.5 to go. 3rd down and 1. Garrett keeps it himself. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Broncos up 21-12 pending the extra point.
Big touchdown for Mustang to put them up 9 and potentially 10 points here with 3:14 to go. Nathan Garrett again on the keeper. Just the big quarterback. Not the fastest guy out there on the field, but he's got enough speed and strength and size to get into the end zone.
So 9 points. Trying to make it 10 right here. 2-possession ball game. Extra point is good. 22-12. Mustang on top. 3:14 to go in the ball game. Broncos in great position here. BA needs 2 scores. Only had 2 offensive scores all game in this one. They're much more of a pound the ball kind of offense. The BA will try to get some offensive magic here. Starting to get some finals. Lawton High, the Wolverines beat Bartlesville 56-24.
Your Bruins went down.
The alma mater season is over. Shawnee, high scoring one, knocks off Coweta Tigers 63-47, 110 points in that one. Collinsville over Memorial. Cardinals advance.
They get Lawton Mack next week, I believe, who won over Carl Albert last night in overtime.
One of those Thursday night ball games because the 3 Lawton schools share one stadium. So 3:14 on the clock. 22-12, Mustang on top. Things looking good for the Broncos. BA needs some magic here. Josh Holliday thinking, I'm sure, 6 on this return.
Yeah, BA needs it. They need a quick strike, and the best way to get it is from a kickoff return.
They've been doing the short high kicks all game.
Their defense has spent a lot of time on the field in the second half.
Doing it good, doing it again. Not much of a return, but still Broken Arrow gets the ball at the 40-yard line.
And getting a little chippy as well.
Trent Cantrell with the catch right there. Take a look at the scoring drive, and this was a long one.
Well, it was, and Brown gets a nice run here. The fumble that was called not a fumble. They said he was down. It's obvious he wasn't there. Kept the drive alive. Would have been BA's ball. Instead, they give it to Garrett. Again, his 3rd touchdown of the night, a 3-yard TD run, 11 plays and 82 yards. And they ate up a whole bunch of time on the clock, Nathan, to take a 10-point lead.
So 3 touchdowns for Garrett. He also had the 2-point conversion run. Great game for him. Broken Arrow trying to come back, but
quarterback Scotty Gilkey may have fumbled. Now flags come flying in.
But he kept it.
There's 2 flags. There's one on this near side and one on the Mustang side.
As we said, Austin Gilmore was hurt. Scotty Gilkey was warming up, and he came in and started this drive. Gilkey started the season as the starter. He won the preseason battle, got the nod, but Gilmore overtook him during the season.
Well, halftime of the Union game, they made the switch, and they stuck with the senior Gilmore ever since. The officials trying to figure out what they're going to call. It's going to be against Mustang.
After the play, there are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, 15 yards. Also personal foul, defense, another 15 yards.
30 yards in penalties. So 2 separate penalties, and I said before that last play, the game's getting a little chippy. You know, Mustang feeling their oats, trying to carry the banner for the west side of the state in Class 6A.
We said BA needed some magic. That definitely helps. Ball's now at the 35-yard line of Mustang. 2:59 on the clock. 1st down and 10. Scott Gilkey at quarterback. Still a long way to go for Broken Arrow. Gilkey with a strong arm, he completes that one. Gilkey always had all the physical ability.
Right.
Showing off his arm strength right there for a first down to the 20-yard line. Josh Holiday with the catch.
So Gilkey coming in to try and rescue BA, but they're going to have to move a little bit quicker. Spend some time on the clock as he had to run all the way over to the sideline to get the play in.
BA with 2 timeouts. Gilkey back to pass again, facing some pressure, avoids the first tackler, not the second one. That's a sack, a big sack there by number 45, Cole Daniel, the linebacker.
BA going to have to burn a timeout there. The clock continues to run.
Let's take a look at the player of the game, and with Mustang on top by 10, it's not hard to figure out who the player of the game is. Chandler Garrett.
3 touchdowns for him tonight. Directed this offense. Also has a 2-point conversion to throw in there. There was the one that put Mustang up for good in the third quarter. A 20-yard run on 4th and long. And then he got the 2-point conversion. And then here on the last drive, a little 3-yard touchdown, Nathan. Chandler Garrett, then. Cox, player of the game.
And you look at that 4th down and 8 play from the 20-yard line as the game changer in this one. Mustang was down before that, took the lead, their first lead since the second quarter. And a gutsy call right there. 4th and 8, there was 4th and 3, and they got a penalty, and they decided to go for it anyway. Good call.
Yeah, it was. See, that's why we're up here. We're saying, nah, go for the field goal, get some points, stay in the game, and they get the touchdown out of it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Dombeck knows what his quarterback can do for this football team.
So 2nd down and 15 after that sack. Ball at the 25-yard line. Gilkey back to pass. Looking deep. He's got a man wide open. That's a touchdown.
His defender fell down. The defender saying he got pushed as he ran a little up and out pattern to get open.
Josh Holiday with that 25-yard TD catch. This ball game isn't over yet.
Still 2:12 to go, Nathan. They gotta have the PAT here. And then you've got to kick it onside because BA only has 1 timeout left.
Take a look at the replay here. Gilkey coming in looking good here. Deep pass helps when your player is that wide open. Josh Holiday brings it in for the 25-yard touchdown. Extra point is good. This is a 3-point ball game, 22-19. Mustang on top, just over 2 minutes left. BA leads the onside kick right here with only 1 timeout. Got a thriller here at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow, Zig.
Unbelievable. Now if you're Broken Arrow, you've got to do the onside kick. You've got to get the ball back. You know, there's no trying to pin them deep and hope you can stop them. BA's defense has spent a lot of time on the field in the second half, and they really haven't been able to slow down the Mustang offense. David Alexander said it going into the halftime locker room. We've got to get more points because they've got a pretty powerful offense, and they've shown it.
Get the onside kick, too, and you're in great shape with 2 minutes left, a timeout. Only need a field goal to tie it. Touchdown to win it. Mustang, of course, will have the hands team up here. Wide receivers and running backs.
The winner of this will take on Union next week. That game is now officially a final. The Redskins win it over Edmond Memorial 59-28. Owasso's leading Westmore 31-14, and Jinx ahead of Southmore 41-7. You see the Union final on the screen, 59-28.
So huge play right here. Westmore, if Mustang recovers, they're in great shape to win this one. Great, a onside kick recovered by Broken Arrow.
Wow.
See how high that hopped on that bounce.
Perfectly placed by Hathorn. And the Tigers are in business. And you know what? Mustang may be saying deja vu all over again for us because they led Owasso in the 4th. They've led Union in the 4th. Tonight they led BA in the 4th quarter. If the Tigers can rally, it'd be the 3rd time that Mustang has given up a 4th quarter lead to an Eastside team.
Wow, what a way to kick off the playoffs on the Cox Channel 703 in the Ford Game of the Week. Ford Game of the Week definitely living up to that name tonight. A lot of big momentum changes. BA has the ball at the 47-yard line. 3 to tie it, touchdown to possibly win it. Gilkey back to pass, going deep. Holiday well covered. Oh,
and then he almost had a chance to catch it, looking for a flag. And nothing thrown, but
good defense by Mustang there, Keontae Miles.
Now a flag comes flying in late.
Gotta look at this onside kick again. Just beautiful. Look how high this bounces. Mustang in good shape right there, but such a high bounce, just how you draw it up. Let's see what this flag is all about.
I think it's a sideline warning against Broken Arrow.
Okay, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So BA gave it a shot right there. But Josh Holiday was well covered. 2:04 on the clock, 2nd down and 10, 1 timeout for BA.
And if you're Broken Arrow, you just want to get in a position maybe to at least get a field goal, Nathan, with 2 minutes left.
You got a good field goal kicker who kicked a 40-yarder in the 2nd quarter. Gilkey has a wide open man, overthrows him. Going for Josh Holiday again. He was wide open. At least would have had the 1st down.
You had him open, would have had a 1st down and maybe more. Gilkey's pass just a little bit too high. So they've got 2 chances to get 10 yards out of it.
Still plenty of time, 1:58 on the clock. Ball at the 47-yard line. Mustang defense trying to get a stop for a victory. Broncos would be the only West Side team to move on to the semifinals in Class 6A Division I. If they can hold on, need 2 more stops right here.
Better hurry, play clock's about ready to wind down. They just get it off.
Gilkey going deep again. His man well covered. A lot of contact, no flag. BA fans and coaches not too happy about that. Samuel Kim is the intended target. So 4th down. We've seen some exciting plays in 4th down in this game, but they were done by Mustang.
And Broken Arrow's got to, they need 10 yards, Nathan. They've got to get a 1st down here, obviously.
All these pass plays have been longer type.
Yeah, you don't need that. I mean, you had 2 minutes left, work the ball down the field.
Gilkey back to pass, facing pressure. He's got to throw it up. He does. Incomplete. Mustang ball. Take a look at the replay. A good pressure by Mustang. Didn't give Gilkey a lot of time.
No, he was under pressure. They blitzed off the left side, and Gilkey under duress and just couldn't get it to the receiver that he needed to get it to get at least get the 1st down and move the chains.
And Carter Reese with a nice defensive play. He broke that up. Mustang excited to move on to the semifinals if they can hold on for another minute 46. Broken Arrow only has 1 timeout.
Chase Brown with football.
She's got 25 seconds on the play clock after they get it rolling.
Yeah, it'll be their last time out, and Mustang ought to be able to pretty close to take a couple of knees and run the clock all the way down.
Yeah, they might. It'll be close.
A valiant effort, though, by Broken Arrow to come back. I mean, score a quick, you get 30 yards in penalties, you score a quick touchdown, and then you get the onside kick. You know, the only thing maybe that I would question is you need a 1st down. You're at midfield, and they're throwing the ball 25, 30 yards downfield trying to get the big play, and you don't need that right there at that point.
Yeah, 2 minutes
left.
Still
2 minutes left in the game. I mean, plenty of time. Probably could have even run the ball once or twice to Shaw. The way their defense had lined up, they had spread them out enough. They weren't stacking the box like they were earlier in the game.
And on the other side, good stand, though, by the Mustang defense.
Yeah.
Broncos did what they had to do on D there after giving up the touchdown on the drive before.
But Chandler's going to keep it.
Chandler Garrett, he does keep it. Goes down immediately. It's going to be 3rd and 11. They're going to have to snap it just under a minute.
Right about a minute when they have to snap it.
So BA might get the ball back if they can get a stop here, but it won't be much time left. Play clock under 10. Chandler Garrett takes the snap, hands it off. Brown, nowhere to go. Under a minute left.
Maybe about 15 seconds left by the time BA gets a chance to touch the football.
One time for Mustang, of course, you let the clock run all the way down. 21-second difference, it looks like.
They'll call timeout and then have to punt.
So you got to do guessing a punt block formation for Broken Arrow. All at the 45-yard line. Punt is off. Trying to return the tackle immediately. But there's 16 seconds on the clock.
Not sure why Mustang was in such a hurry there to punt the ball. There's no need. I mean, you could even take a 5-yard penalty. I would let the clock run all the way down. I mean, you risk something there, snapping it over the punter's head. It was a high snap.
So BA needs almost a miracle, but we've seen miracles before. 22-19. Not much time on the clock. Scott Gilkey has a big arm. See what they can do here. Completes it. Nice gain. Gets out of bounds. Close to midfield. That's what you needed to do right there. At least give yourself a shot at a Hail Mary.
Trey Cantrell, the sideline, or the tight end, gets down the sideline and almost into Mustang territory. We have another flag.
Ineligible man downfield.
Oh, big play.
The tight end was covered up by the wideout and went downfield for a pass. 5 yards.
An ineligible man downfield against Broken Arrow. Some of the BA linemen are saying, who the heck is it? We're all standing here blocking.
Tough break for Broken Arrow right there. They had the ball out close to midfield.
Now another flag comes in. This officiating crew has gotten flag happy here in the second half.
See if we're going to call it unsportsmanlike or something like that.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Broken Arrow, half the distance to the goal, still first down.
So now with 8 seconds left, you're needing some Kewan Jones type of magic here.
Yeah.
Mustang in great shape to move on to the state semifinals.
Mustang's got 5 players backed up to the Broken Arrow 40-yard line in their super prevent defense. This is BA's last chance right here.
Most likely the last play of the ball game, unless there's a defensive penalty or a quick hit pass out of bounds. They do the quick one, incomplete, so at least there'll be another play.
They'll get one more shot at it.
Exciting way to kick off the postseason here. Ford game of the week coming down to the final seconds. Mustang close, 4 seconds away from advancing to the Class 6A Division I state semifinals. BA looking for a little Tiger magic. Down by 3, 4 seconds on the clock. Final game of the ball, final play of the ball game right here, barring penalty. See if we have a quick completion and Stanford lateral type situation. Looks like that's what they're doing. Some running room. Got to give it up. He just went down. That's the ball game. Mustang wins it. 0's on the clock. Broncos take it 22-19 over the Tigers in Broken Arrow. Mustang is going to the state semifinals. Bronco fans rushing the field. Pretty good contingent considering the cold temperatures.
Great win for Mustang to come over here, and you know they had chances early in the regular season to beat Owasso, to beat Union. They didn't do it. Looked like they may give up another lead, fourth quarter lead to an East Side team tonight, and Mustang able to hang on and win it over Broken Arrow by 3.
Definitely a thriller here at Memorial Stadium in Broken Arrow. Congratulations to Mustang on that big win. Going to the state semifinals. Hit the road, take the long drive to the east side, and It'll be a much funner ride now on the way home celebrating this victory.
Yeah, definitely be smiling, and more than likely they will have to come back over to the east side of the state for the semifinal game next weekend and face a Union team who they had down 24-10 just a couple of weeks ago.
So it should definitely be an interesting matchup there. That game was at Mustang a few weeks ago.
I said 10, it was 24-12. Union ended up winning 30-24.
So a tough way to end the season for Broken Arrow. David Alexander's first season in charge of the Tigers. Mustang fans excited. Let's toss down to Casey Bowles on the field.
Hey guys, I'm here with player of the game, quarterback for the Broncos, Chandler Garrett. Tell me how you feeling.
I'm just so ecstatic for these seniors. I mean, I love them. This year really showed me the meaning of team. I mean, you can look at them over there. I just love these guys to death. I couldn't be happier.
Well, what a great, tremendous win for you guys, putting you guys into the semifinals. I know you're going to enjoy tonight, but tell me a little bit about your preparation for next week.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we let one slip away. Week 9 at home against Union. We're ready for them, but I really just want to soak this in. It doesn't happen very often. We get to go to semis.
Absolutely. We'll go do that with your team. Thanks a lot. Yeah, he's hugging his wife.
You love it when you get an emotional player like that. Big win. Congratulations to him. A great ball game. Obviously, the player of the game, as we mentioned earlier, Chandler Garrett, 3 touchdown runs, a 1-2-point conversion. Let's go back down to Casey now on the field.
Hey guys, I'm here with the winning coach, Coach Don Beck. Congratulations, what a phenomenal win for your team.
Oh, huge win for our program, our kids. You know, there for a minute it was looking, you know, just like the previous 2 games with Owasso and Union. Give credit to Broken Arrow. They made some great plays there at the end to make it as exciting as it was. I'm just so happy for our players, our program, our town. Semifinals.
Wow, talk a little bit about Chase Brown. I mean, a big runner for you guys. Chandler Garrett, touchdown after touchdown, rushing it in there. He's kind of like a little Blake Bell almost. And then talk about your defensive line.
Yeah, guys, a lot of that credit to Chase. Obviously, they're both talented, Chase and Chandler, but our offensive line played exceptionally well against a tremendous front. And, you know, defensively, we're very small, but we're running, we can run well, and we're pretty strong, and we play hard.
Definitely a Rocky mentality. Well, Coach, enjoy the moment, and good luck next week.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just ready to get back to work. I'm glad we're playing another week.
Thanks a lot. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you for that, and congratulations to the Mustang Broncos going to the state semifinals. Fourth game of the week. We'll be right back.
Just announced 0% financing for 72 months on most 2014 Ford vehicles at your Oklahoma Ford dealer. Ford is America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, get 0 for 72 on most Ford vehicles. 0 for 72 on Fusion, Escape, and Explorer. 0 for 72 on Focus, Edge, Fiesta, and more. Hurry in for this great limited time offer at your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Oklahoma knows Ford's the best.
My name is Mandy Satterfield, and I'm doing dental assisting here at Tech. Dental assisting is unlike I ever thought it was going to be. You're training to be an adult, training to be a healthcare provider. That's something that is above and beyond. You can't do anything wrong. You have to think about everything that you're doing because you have lives in your hands. And so you really grow up here. Tulsa Tech helped me make a path that I didn't know I could find.
True care. It's a thing of beauty. You can see it in every last detail, because no detail goes unnoticed. We believe that's the level of commitment you deserve when you come to MidFirst Bank. If that strikes a chord with you, stop in. We're always here to listen. MidFirst Bank. True to your money.
Hi, can I sign you up for AT&T?
Oh, well, like Cox, do you offer free HD programming?
Oh, sure, we offer free HD formatting.
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, freeze, HD.
Use your words.
Only Cox can say they have free HD programming.
Flea, broadband, fancy. I'm gonna go. Okay?
Discover all the things only Cox can say.
Welcome back to the fourth game of the week. Mustang wins a thriller 22-19 over Broken Arrow. What a way to kick off the playoffs. Great job picking this game by Cox. So the Broncos are going to the state semifinals. We'll take a look at the bracket here. Class 6A Division I. It'll be Jinx and Owasso on one side of the bracket, Union and Mustang on the other. What stands out for you, Zig?
Well, Owasso beat Jinx early in the year, week 3 of the season. Union beat Mustang about 3 weeks ago in week number 9 of the season. So it'll be revenge games for two teams to see who will make it to the state championship.
You were talking about that Union Mustang game. The Broncos had a great shot. Double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, had a great shot of beating Union, so that should be a very interesting one there in Class 6A Division I. Take a look at the final stats right here. No doubt which team is the predominantly rushing team, as the Tigers had almost, most of their yards on the ground, but Mustang a lot more well-balanced there.
Yeah, very balanced, just like they were all season offensively. 154, 145 for a total of nearly 300. BA, a predominantly rushing team. They did that, and they had trouble passing the ball when they needed to get down the field. Great season, though, a first year for head coach David Alexander. Congratulations to Jeremy Dombeck and his staff. They're smiling. They'll be playing again next week.
Hey, Cox will have another game next week, but waiting to find out who it'll be because we're waiting to see what the brackets turn out to be. So go to coxhshub.com to get updated on which game we will broadcast. Thanks a lot for watching us. Thanks to a great crew here, as always. Got some great shots and stats, and Zig did a great job, and Casey. So what a way to kick off the postseason. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week in the fourth game of the week.